Welcome to a world of fantasy, a world of magic, a world of danger, a world where Thursdays call for scattered showers and 40% chance of goblin punching. This is the D&D world within the Retro Planet. The players include Kloolas Larspawn as Hom the Tiefling Bard, Jean as Crispy Bandek the Air Genasi Ranger, JayBrilliant as Veronan Fellsworn the Aasimar Sorcerer, Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe as Toba Thunderdon the Loxodon Druid, and yours truly, RetroKaiju as Drogar Bargash the Dragonborn Barbarian, along with MasterWabbit as our DM. We hope you're just as excited for this campaign as we are, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this adventure in the D&D world.
And I buy usual Ripple potato chips. Ripple wavy potato chips. Yeah.
And they're
It's
talking about
delicious to
potato
me.
chips.
Potato. Now give me some potato chips.
Well, Retro, since you're yammering on about potato chips, why don't you tell the people where they can follow you, where they can find you?
Hello. You can find me on YouTube at the Retro Planet. You can find us on our Discord at, once again, the Retro Planet. You can find me on Twitter. No, I'm not calling it the other one, at It's RetroKaiju. And you can also find me on Space Hay as RetroKaiju.
There you go. And yes, for the record, for those who I'm sure all of you are aware, Twitter became X in the last couple of weeks, but we're still calling it Twitter because fuck Elon Musk.
What are you talking about? No, it's Twitter.
It has been Twitter. It's still Twitter, yeah.
What are you talking about? It's always been Twitter.
Always been Twitter.
It's always been Twitter. It's never been X.
Also, hi guys, I'm back.
Once again, fuck you, Elon Musk. Gene, where can we find you?
Hi guys, it's me, Jean. I'm finally back. I'm sorry. I was yippee. I was going
13 headshots.
Yeah.
13 headshots, let me tell you.
I was going through a bit, but I'm out of that bit now, and now I'm back. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at underscore G926 underscore. Because someone already has just G926 for some reason. Freaking imposter.
Uh-oh.
You can also find me on Tumblr at G926. And you can also find me on Spacehey at, I believe it is spacehey.com/G926.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And for those not aware, Spacehey is basically the old MySpace, more or less, back in the early days when it came out. It's just basically...
Back in mid-2000s.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just, we just have accounts on there just for the sake of nostalgia. Like, we don't expect it to be the big Twitter slayer, but...
Alan, stop going on the keyboard. Sorry.
Cat problem, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah,
No.
that's pretty much that. Jay, where can they find you, bud?
Why do they want to know?
Maybe they want to come out and support you, which they totally should.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to, then feel free to follow me on twitch.tv/JayBrilliant. J_Brilliant at Twitter. And JayBrilliant1 at TikTok.
There you go. I need to work on my TikTok, but don't worry about me. Forget about me. Kloolas, Kiki, where can they find you?
You can find me on Tumblr and on TikTok, both as Kloolas Larspawn.
There you go. MasterWabbit, where can they find you?
Right, you can find me on Twitch at MasterWabbit, YouTube.com/@MasterWabbit, and the Rotting Corpse of Twitter at MasterWabbit, and I welcome you as a DM to the D&D world of the Opulentia Chronicles. Sponsored by
Here we go.
the Feywild Travel Bureau. Wow, that's like over a week late, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
There you go. That's my joke.
There you go. Keep
Nicely done.
Keep them coming. They're great material for Spotify. So
I love them.
Absolutely. So before we get to me, I don't know if you guys can tell, but we have a new player starting with us tonight. Everyone, please give a big hand for Stormpye.
Woo!
Yeah, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Stormpye, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Opulencia Chronicles. Why don't you tell the nice people that watch it on Twitch where they can find you?
If anyone's interested in trying to find me, I'm pretty much on Instagram. It's storm_collects. I do a lot of TCGs and Pokemon stuff and Yu-Gi-Oh and different things like that. But I'm happy to be here. It's a good group.
Alrighty. It's great to have you here. Hope to be excited to see what we got in store for tonight. Finally, as for me, you can find me right here on twitch.tv/Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe. You can find me on Twitter at Roadrunner Moose. And you can also find me as an editor, voice actor, and scriptwriter for the Retro Planet. That's at youtube.com/@RetroPlanet. We actually just dropped a preview for the next installment of the main series, Until We Win, based on Earthworm Jim 2.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be pretty good. So with that out of the way, a big shout out to I Love Lar. How we doing?
Hey,
Thank
hi,
you.
Mom.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you get yourself comfortable and enjoy the show. With all that out of the way, MasterWabbit.
All right, first we got to get some attributions out of the way. We are using tabletop audio for a lot of the audio here, and the intro and outro is The Pyre by Kevin MacLeod. Both of these people and groups, they graciously allow their stuff on Creative Commons. They just need attribution, and this is that attribution. And now, it's time we continue into the world of Opulencia. It has been a rather interesting time for our group. First, they went to a place known as Port Town, a seaside little village, city, something in between there. And one of them had a gift in the woods, but they left another one of their players behind due to, in real life reasons, gotta write that into the script somehow. And, yep, they set her up at the hotel. They thought everything was fine. They went into the woods. Turns out they may have entered the Feywild. And then they exited the woods, but not in Port Town, in a place called Wardbloom, the home, quote unquote, of these adventurers while they begin becoming the heroes they will be. After a much intense and heated arguments and crying of poor Crispy because she was abandoned for over a week, amends were made. A fairy dragon came about and took the keys back from Toba, so that way there wouldn't be any, time anomalies with things being in the same place at the same time. And while our adventurers woke up the next morning, Toba, what time in the morning do you normally get up?
That's a very interesting question, man in the sky. I'd say probably about 7 in the morning. Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, 7 in the morning. Let me just map and background select. Move to back. There we go. 7 in the morning. All right. Let's get your character here. So, Toba, last night you were absolutely astounded that somehow an entire week had gone by in the Feywild when it only felt more like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And you had, Crispy yelling at your entire group, "Why would you abandon me?" But eventually you all made your amends. You were super tired last night and you just went to bed. Oh, and there was also that blue fairy dragon that showed up, took your keys, and was spoke in broken common. It's been a night, man.
He's actually he's actually struggling trying to do his morning meditation, actually.
Oh, that's morning meditation. So, at 7 o'clock in the morning, you walk out the door, and you walk towards what is, your normal meditation spot. And you feel a warmth on your chest.
Hello. He looks down.
That wasp that's inside that amber amulet is going a little frantic.
Oh, what's going on there, friend? He looks down at it.
Yep, you can see the wasp is looking right towards where your meditation area would be.
Well, okay, that's where I normally meditate in the morning. Not sure where you're going with this.
So, you look at your normal meditation spot, and there, on the sidewalk, or it's not really much of a sidewalk here, it's more like a dirt paved sort of area, there is a bound leather tome.
Huh. Hello, what's this? He approaches it.
All right, walk over,
Uh-huh.
and you're looking down at it.
I'm gonna check the area, make sure nobody's dropped it by chance, or it looks like anybody might have dropped it.
All right, go ahead and roll for me a perception check. That's like, the usual roll I make you guys make.
Okay, give me a moment.
Yep.
Let's see, skill,
It's like one of the most useful rolls in the game, right?
perception, and that is going to be a 13.
You look around, and you don't really see anybody nearby. There's people off over towards the Adventurers Bureau. Not Adventurers Bureau. The Adventurers Guild. I might have something else on my mind, sorry. And there's you see there's activity inside of there, but there's really no one walking around here. So you surmise that this book wasn't necessarily dropped here.
Well, suppose ain't no harm in looking. He scratches the base of his tusk, and then just kneels down and picks up the book.
You kneel and pick up the book. The wasp is, it was already looking. Now it's just going utterly frantic.
Okay, whoa, what? Yeah, never seen this before. I'm guessing this is. Oh, sorry.
As you were, it's like, never felt this before. Vision around you kind of darkens a little bit as the book slowly vibrates in your hand, and all of a sudden, turn that off. Turn this on. In a split second, you see the world. It was a nice normal day, and all of a sudden it's like the world's going dark. You blink and you don't wake up in a world you open your eyes to jagged mountains.
Whoa, what the?
Everywhere. There are jagged mountains. You are standing on a plain of some sort with weird dead. It's like you look around in the grass and it all looks like dead and graying. And off in the distance, there are incredibly jagged mountains where the forests ought to be. And immediately you are just windswept, just bitter cold wind as rain is pouring down from not many directions, just pouring straight down. And it is a relatively heavy rain. I mean, the soundtrack, this is the only rain soundtrack I can find on tabletop audio. Just pretend it's twice as loud as this.
That's fair. Toba will pull out his shield and use it as an umbrella.
All right. You're standing in the middle of the plains, and you have a shield above you as an umbrella.
Well, that's a bit of a trip. Where in the name of the Quetzalcoatl am I? So, does anything about this look familiar?
All right, go ahead and roll for me a survival check.
Okay. One of my better suits. I say famous last words, and that is a 9.
Oh dear.
You have no fucking clue. This is the first time you have ever seen anything like this. You've seen mountains, but never anything with absolutely jagged teeth. And it just yep, there's lightning is striking above you and it flashes across everywhere.
Okay, so much for that. He's gonna look down at his medallion and see if it gives out a direction.
The wasp is just going towards the book that is in your hand. It is trying to crawl towards it.
Well, okay, so obviously something's up with this book. Well, I guess I'm already here, and nobody else is here. I suppose won't hurt to crack it open, take a look. He's going to basically take his his index finger and his thumb, and basically just flip it open to somewhere in the middle of the book.
All right. So this leather-bound book has like a belt wrapped around it. You would undo that belt, and you flip to the middle of the book. I need to check what languages you read, because I'm pretty sure. Oh, come on. So what languages do you understand?
I believe it's Common and Loxodon. Let me double check.
Yep, I'm double checking right now for you. Common, Druidic, Loxodon. The writings that you see here are none that you recognize.
Well, great. I can add a language barrier to this. Seems to be a common problem with us, ever since we started. Well, obviously the medallion's not helping. Maybe he's gonna try all possibilities. He's gonna see if maybe the book might act as a compass on its own.
All right. So you hold the book out in front of you, and that wasp is, as you're swinging around in this weather that, it's starting to rain even heavier now.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm trying to get the attention of a certain person that I whispered to do a thing for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an in-game whisper thing you can do.
Yeah, you just open up your gear, I think, or just something like that.
No, it's like the in-game chat whisper.
Yeah, it's an in-game thing.
Yep. All right.
I don't like where this is going.
You did surprise me, I will say.
Okay. So as you are trying frantically to go, hang on. Oh, what's your passive perception? You wouldn't notice. All right. So you are holding this out, and you're trying to figure out. Oh, is it a compass? Is it not a compass? And your wasp is just like going straight towards it, like wherever you point it to. So, unbeknownst to Toba, on the other side of the plane, not the other side of the plane, but maybe like 20 or 30 or so feet. Hey, Stormpye, why don't you introduce your character to us for real quick?
So, my character, should I do name and all that stuff? All that good stuff?
Basically, just don't go too deep into your backstory. Just like, what would a player who would see your character see?
Gotcha. So, my character, what you would see is a little stubby little blue, like, haired man. And you would see him in like leather, kind of like almost like looking like a ranger in a sense, but maybe a little darker, but very mysterious, definitely mysterious.
So, are you already? Yeah, are you stealth, or have you made yourself noticed already?
Okay, did you see that 25-year-old? You ain't seeing crap, buddy.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd ask.
Yep.
I'm like a
All right.
shadow. I'm like the shadow in the side view of your eyelid.
Well, in the meantime,
As you, Toba, are like basically like you. So, Baggin Raggin.
Yes.
It has been a while since you have seen anyone on your adventures from what happened in your backstory. And you come across a relatively flat plain that, oh man, this is definitely not. What in the heck is that up ahead? And you quickly dart off to the side, and it's pretty easy to hide from someone who is clearly waving a book around in the weather and rain. Why isn't this idiot just taking cover?
Chicken with the head cut off, almost, just like
Yeah. What you see before you is a strange elephant man who is covered in fur and just slowly getting drenched from it. And one of the most interesting things you notice is like, all right, that's an elephant dude. What is up with his tail? The tail is not like what you would consider anything. It's like, huh. So it's all fur. Then all of a sudden it goes like to a scale, and there's like spiky bits at the end of this tail. That is very strange.
an oddity for sure.
So, Baggin Raggin, you are currently in stealth. this character in front of you does not notice you. Would you like to do anything?
So, I'm assuming the size is pretty enormous compared to me.
Yeah, it would definitely be taller than you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm not gonna let myself be known right off the bat. I'm gonna take it slow because this is the first person I've seen in a while. So I'm gonna just kind of get closer and closer and closer and try to just determine whether or not I can if it's one because I don't know what it or who it is. So I don't even know if they even speak my language or anything at this point. So I'm going to observe.
All right. You cautiously creep up to this strange character that is just waving a book around. Toba. So far, all you've noticed is that as you're waving the book around, the wasp is just looking right at the book.
Well, this isn't getting me anywhere. I guess whatever I need is somewhere in this book, but can't read it.
As you thumb through the pages, you stop and turn back to another page. Because while there are words and scribbles written on here, there is an image on here. A rather familiar image on there.
Oh?
So you can't read it, but as you were looking, double checking, you see an image of on one page there is a rather tall, long-necked dinosaur sort of human hybrid. It's got a really flat hands, and as you're looking at it, you're like, oh, that's weird. And there's like plants and all sorts of stuff around it. But on the other page, so that's like the left-hand side of this particular spread. On the right-hand side, though, you recognize with its feathered cloak and its more human-like qualities, like the hands aren't flat, they are more somewhat raptor-like. But as you were looking at it, you definitely recognize Quetzalcoatlus.
Okay. What in the blazes? This is... Obviously somebody's been to Strachio, but... Who?
Baggin Raggin. As you are slowly creeping up behind this character, they like stop waving it around, they looking at it, and then they just stop and they stare closer at the book they are holding. You are now about 5 feet away.
Okay. Do I understand him or them?
Toba, were you saying any of this out loud?
Quietly.
Quietly.
Oh,
All
I'd
right.
be close enough to hear anything you say.
Oh dear.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
That would have been so funny.
Oh,
right.
goodness.
So as you hear Toba muttering under his breath, like, well, someone's been distracted, but I'm not sure what you. It's in common, and I believe you would understand common because why wouldn't you? You're
Correct.
right. So
What I'm going to do now is it's probably going to be a bit of a shock. So I am going to have my my knives ready. You know, just be prepared just in case, something happens. But I'm going to first just kind of like pick up a pebble and I'm going to throw it behind this individual
all right.
to try to get their attention to turn around.
Okay, I would like for you, just for funsies, what roll? It would be like a dexterity roll, probably sleight of hand stuff.
Maybe
Yeah, just give me like
deception?
a deception. You're trying to get his attention, right?
Okay. Well, to get the attention to the rock.
All right. I mean, that's a charisma roll for deception, right? That's going to be for you lying to someone. This would be more or less using your hands. So, like a straight dexterity roll would probably be better on this one to see whether or not you actually succeed at hitting the road or if you hit Toba.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Toba, as you're reading this bookie here, ting, 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 just up to your upper left somewhere.
Toba quickly closes the book, puts the book in his shield arm, draws his scimitar. All right, I heard you. Show yourself.
You look in that direction, and there's no one there. Baggin Raggin. You
Come
see
out
this.
and prepare. I'm not going to attack, though.
You are directly behind him, and it's like this funny Three Stooges moment where he is like got a sword and shield, and he's looking directly away from you.
I thank God someone else saw that too in their head.
Well, I mean, he's in unfamiliar territory. He's not going to know me yet. He doesn't know what's out here.
Yeah, correct. So I'm going to just jump out. Almost like a surprise a bit. I'm not attacking. I'm going to withdraw from that aspect, but because I don't know, I understand. So I'm going to shout out. I'm going to be like, this is the first time using this voice. I was practicing a second ago.
Don't hurt yourself. Let me do like the silly voices that get you hoarse, right? I don't want my players going hoarse.
Okay, let's see here. Hello there. Who are you?
Ah! Who said that?
It's me. Look
You
down.
can clearly hear behind you because as soon as he said that, it's like behind you and from below you.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm assuming you're looking at him, so that'd be hilarious.
Let me ask you first. Who are you?
That depends. Who wants to know?
I do.
Like thunder and lightning in the background as he says that.
What else you think?
Performance there, folks. This is really serious. Calm down.
Oh my god.
Someone who just arrived. I came from somewhere else and instantly teleported here. Wherever here is.
Okay. Well, you can call me Baggin.
Okay,
Baggin Raggin. That is.
I've heard weirder names. Like, no joke, I've heard. Can I do a perception to see if this guy is a threat?
Go ahead and give me a. Let's see, perception. Part of me wants to say like survival check, but no, that is perception check. That's fine. Or how about insight check? Insight check might be
insight. All right.
I go for the shins. Don't tempt me.
Can you even reach those?
Probably.
All right, so
The
insight
most
check.
dramatic thing that's up to your shin.
Soft 20.
All right, it is a 20. This character that is in front of you is very much ready to defend himself, but he is not actively trying to attack you. It definitely seems like it's like he's curious, like he's unsure, and you're also unsure. Maybe if you all just like calm down, everything will be just fine.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Before I introduce myself, I am going to put my scimitar away. You can put your daggers away, and we'll talk. Sound good?
Fair. I'll do so.
Very well. Toba will sheath the scimitar and take a deep breath.
And I will sheathe my daggers.
All right. Toba Thunderdon is my name. Pleasure to meet you.
Thunderdon. Gotcha. Well, I wish we were in better circumstances where we met. As you can tell, we're kind of pretty far from home, if you want to say.
No kidding. Like you wouldn't be familiar with Wardbloom, would you?
I've been to several places, but
You would
the
not
place
have
that
been
I
to
just
Wardbloom.
came from is Shadowfell.
Would I have heard of a place like that?
Okay, first and foremost, Baggin Raggin, Shadowfell is the name of the world. It's not like a name of a
Oh,
specific
sorry.
place. Yep. So like Opulentia is Material World. Shadowfell is the this other world. But yeah, so you would have gone from Penal Colony 147.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
So I'm from Penal County 147.
colony.
Sorry, it's hard to say words in this voice.
I got a Midwestern accent. What can I say?
Beetle, gotcha.
Penal County.
So wait a minute.
For penalty, come on, people.
You know what Georgia and Australia used to be? Anyway, he mentions the word penal colony. Would that strike a resemblance, or would that sound familiar?
You would stop and think penal colony. That just sounds like a name of it's like a group of criminals. That's about all you can really figure out with those terms.
Okay, well, okay. That aside, I came from somewhere called Wardbloom. I found this book. He shows the book, and apparently it transported me to looks around wherever this is.
As you were holding the book, it also begins vibrating. Your vision goes dark, Toba. And all of a sudden, hang on, let me just make sure I got this all set up properly.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Uh-oh. Whoops, I clicked the... No, I didn't mean to click that link. Oh boy, hold on, gotta go back to Roll20.
Oh boy.
Oops!
Yeah, all right. As you were holding this book, all of a sudden, you're back in Wardbloom.
What? Who, what, when, where, ha?
And you want to know what's even funnier?
Huh?
So is Baggin Raggin.
Woo!
Hi.
Baggin Raggin, from your perspective, as he's holding out this book, it just like shakes in his hand. And he's got this weird amulet that looks like has a bug in it, and it's like going nuts. Your vision darkens, blink, 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 and all of a sudden, you find yourself in a much quieter place. Instead of there being torrential windstorms and all that stuff, instead it's a nice, cool, gentle breeze. Instead of it being bitter cold, it's instead a, nice, gentle sunshine, probably sometime in the afternoon. Okay. And this is weird. You have never, ever seen anything like this. It's too peaceful. What is going on?
Yeah.
Chaos. I look down and see him.
I'm gonna fall backwards, like, kind of like if you were stumbling and then fall on my rear, like, oh, what?
Welcome to Wardbloom. Looks down at the book. Is this sort of a teleportation device? What the heck?
The first thing is that I say is, where did you take me?
Well, he just said welcome to Wardbloom, so.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, this is where I came from when this book teleported me.
So it was the book, but it wasn't your intention.
I'd say a safe no. All I know about this book right here is that it's in some weird language and it has artifacts. Tell you what, I'll fill you in on that later. He gets his bearing because obviously he's been jumping around. He's looking for the Adventurers Guild. I'm gonna go this way. Why don't you come follow me? We'll get this figured out, eh?
Okay, I guess we'll figure it out. Your name is Toby again, right?
Toba.
Toba, got you.
Not to be confused with its evil twin Tobar.
All right.
So Toba's.
I start following him.
Yeah, Toba leads Baggin to the Adventurers Guild.
So we are going to jump into the Adventurers Guild, basically where we left off last time, in that Yuvan is going to. You all hear the door just go in. You all look, and there is Toba, just drenched right there. I also realized that Crispy isn't quite in here yet, but we'll get to her.
She's at the church.
Oh, right. She's at the Botanical Gardens at the church. So, at this point, you all see Toba coming in. I believe Veronan asked, "Where have you been?"
Yep.
Outside, find book, teleport, raid. What? Open book, back here. Points.
looks is Hum looks at the book. Is it something that she's been told to look out for?
As you are looking at this book, you hear Yuvan, like, off the side, it's like, where did you get that? Let me just...
Okay, hold
hang
on.
I also need to add in Baggin Raggin to the party, because he followed you.
Oh, yeah.
Where is... Come on. Layer, token layer.
Okay,
Gotta
while you're doing that, I just like,
Yep.
here, outside, book, teleport, lots of rain, point, he sees Baggin, he shows up, I'm here, I'm back.
He points towards a rather small blue-haired gnome creature.
That's
And-
gnome.
Yep. As at this point, we have where is that character? Oh, come on. Okay, Crispy. There we go. Get Crispy in here. So, Crispy, you were helping out at the botanical gardens at the church. There's been a weird purple sickness affecting some of the flowers, known as death bells, and you would have learned that it is meant to ward off a place called Shadowfell. Now, the exact specifics of it aren't quite known, but that is what the people of the church told you, and that's basically it. So you got done with all that work for the day, because after your friends left you for a week, you had to do something, and this was like, decent money. So you walk in all happy from all your work, and you see, as you open the door, like directly in front of you is a drenched Loxodon, whom you recognize as Toba, and a small gnome creature whom you don't recognize.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, this is, Baggin Raggin. Wherever I ended up, I found him, and I guess he followed me back here.
You asked me to follow you.
I didn't know, I don't know what this book does. And,
Yuvan's like, I need to see that book now.
okay. Hands him the book, still shaking. He's,
All right.
he's
You're walking over, you're handing over the book.
He's
Yuvan
disoriented.
Yep. Yuvan takes it. It's like, did you drop this in a lake or something? Did you jump in a lake or something?
Will you calm down and let me talk?
He lays the book down off to the side, and he's like leaning in. He's very interested in what you're about to say.
I was stepping outside to do my normal meditation that I do every day. My medallion points to the back corner. It was the guild it was the inn.
It would just been one of your normal meditation spots,
That's
if I'm remembering what I made up on the spot last session.
Okay, we'll just say the corner of the inn. Anyway,
Yep,
so
sure.
it points to the back corner of the inn where I found this book, and all of a sudden it teleported me into this realm of like dragon mountains, wind, thunder, rain. I went to go look at it, and I can't make out the text, but there are images that pertain to Sterachio, particularly the god Quetzalcoatlus. And then as I'm looking at this, points to Baggin, I find him. I explained to him about the book, and then all of a sudden we're back here. So, running a confused here. Opens the book and points to the text that he can't read. Can you make this out?
Yuvan holds the book in his hands, and he's like, all right. I never did. Otto was definitely the one who was better at this. And as the book starts to shake in his hands,
Uh-oh.
the book disappears. Yuvan is standing there with just like his hands, like reading a book. It's like the book just disappears out of his hands. What?
What
He
the
looks around. He's like, he does a quick head count. Everyone is still there. Hum, Drogar, Veronan, Crispy, Toba, Baggin Raggin, Mac, Yuvan, the dwarf in the back, Harry.
Sleepy, dopey, grumpy.
There's like a group of dwarves just angrily there. You're going, that's racist, pal.
Toba's just shaking. He's completely disoriented. He just sits down calmly. I need a drink.
Hum begins humming to help ease Toba.
Yep. Even goes. He looks to you, Hum. It's like, you remember a couple of days ago when I well, not a couple of days ago. Hang on, when was that? Double checking my calendar, because I have that option. Would have been.
It would have been over a week ago.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh, okay, it would have been the 15th, and today is the 28th, I believe. Yes, it's the 28th. All right, yeah, so it would have been over a week ago. Ewan's like, remember when I accused you of stealing a book?
Was that the book?
That was the book.
Oh.
That. He's Mac's like, everything okay there, Chief? Ewan's like, might need to chat to someone real quick. Could you watch the place while I go out? And Mac's like, oh, sure, no problem. And he looks over to you, Baggin Raggin. He's like, hey, can I fix you a drink or anything?
What do you have?
Oh, we got all sorts of stuff. Oh, hang on. Are you here for, like, official guild business? I didn't happen to see you have a flyer on you at all. And
I don't really know. I was told to come here. That's pretty much where I am right
So that plane I was telling you about, that's where I found him, and when I opened the book again, it brought both of us back here. So I guess until we get him properly situated, I can vouch for him. I'll vouch for him.
So I'm going to then introduce myself as well. I'll be like, it's good to meet everyone. My name is Baggin. Baggin Raggin, that is.
Baggin. I mean, I've heard weirder names, but all right.
I said the exact same thing. What the? Give me your strongest whiskey, please.
Strongest whiskey, yeah?
I do like a good whiskey. I'll take one.
Strongest I can give out to the adventure. I'm assuming you're joining the guild or something?
Yes, I don't know if I have the correct currency or not.
Oh, what do you have on hand?
What do I have on hand? Is a good question.
Good question. What gold, silver, copper? What kind of stuff do you have?
Let's see here. That was back. So it says here from the pre-thing, I have about 15 gold.
All right.
Ooh,
so
okay.
You hold out your pocket. And Mac looks at it and goes, "Oh, those are some weird coins and nuggets." But hang on. He like fishes out a coin from his pocket. And he holds it closer to yours. He looks at yours, looks at his. You know, I think it's about the same weight in gold, so I'm pretty sure we can get that to work. I'm sure there's like a coin smith or something around there that can melt that down to make like actual coins without, running in trouble with the government or nothing.
Good thing, at least.
Where is it? There we go. All right.
Well, as that all happens, Drogar just looks over to Baggin and.
Well, you fellow, welcome anyway. I'm Drogar. This is
Points over to Hum and points to each one as he names them.
This is Veronan, and this is Crispy.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Man, your voice is something else.
Well, I am a Dragonborn.
That explains a lot.
I take it you've never seen one of my kind before.
Well, I can't say that I have, at least up this close.
Well, I promise I won't bite much if I don't get hungry.
Whoa. You see Baggin just kind of like step behind Toba just a slight bit, just like, I'm small here, you're gonna be my shield. A little bit small.
Drogar's just sitting there just going,
Don't worry about it.
It's a joke, little one. It's just a joke.
Don't
It's
worry.
all right.
Vaccinations by chance.
Don't worry about Drogar there. He's mostly jovial.
God.
oh my goodness.
So
I know. He's good at heart.
Well, I certainly try, as long as it isn't,
He's just remembering the first thing that the first mission they ever had and just doesn't say anything. Just
Yeah.
I'll turn back to the barkeep and I'll ask how much do I owe. So, excuse me, how much should I exactly owe by chance?
Oh, funny thing about being part of the guild here, you members got to get they're comped, right? I mean, you do jobs for us, we pay you, but we also keep a little bit of ourselves so that we don't end up high and dry. Speaking of high and dry, Harry, we gotta need another bottle here. And from the back, the door opens up and you see this dwarf just walking out. He's got a bottle of whiskey of some sort. It's like, oh, it's the finest whiskey we got here. Indeed. Oh, aren't you a new one? He's looking right at you.
I'm just kind of like, yes?
I just never seen you before. But
he's with me, sir.
Oh, all right. What is he, like your son or something?
I'm
just fooling. As he's walking behind the bar, he hands the bottle to Mac. Mac puts it back in the shelf behind him without even looking because he's that much of a pro. And as Harry's walking by, I don't have an image for Harry because he's just like the off-screen dwarf all this time. He goes up and is like, all right, well, just a word of warning, the drow woman here, she loves anybody, and she might like you. That just elbows you on your way. Not like harsh elbows you, but more like, I know what I'm saying, and then he just walks in the back, closes the door behind him.
Also, can I get
kind of in utter shock?
Yeah.
Like, what? What just happened?
Yeah.
What is this strange world?
What is sorcery?
Also, can I get a towel? I'm incredibly wet, please.
Oh, yes,
Smell
sure.
a little bit the fur.
All right.
on him.
Oh, yeah, probably gonna need more than just a towel of some sort. But he reaches over the bar. He moves aside the urn that was there, Toba. You happen to notice that there is some sort of ceremonial urn that is on the table there. And his Mac is like, we got two. He's like, she just chucks like three very colorful towels towards you, Toba.
Pulls the urn closer to her as Mac goes to get the towels.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Thanks, doll. Well, I don't think that too personally. Oh, yeah.
Noted. Duly noted.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, the job.
Hi.
Since you kind of arrived here late, I'll fill Toba in. Yeah, so this dead guy here, you need to sprinkle his ashes on top of Mount Serene. Well, okay, it's a bit more complicated than that. Well, more formal than that. But, yeah, the woman that came in here, oof, she was, it was not a pretty sight. Lot of wailing and stuff and all that. But, yep. Warren Tlimmer. Oof. Bad stuff. But yeah, we got a job out here for you. Yep. So the rest of your party totally agreed. I assume you two would also be in.
well, I mean, if everyone else is in, I guess that's me in as well.
We start tomorrow. The Yuvin has asked for us to start tomorrow, as it would be a long time just to get ready.
Yeah, it's like
3 days to be exact.
Whoa, 3
Yeah,
days.
3 days,
Wow.
Yeah, 3 days to just walk to the base of the mountain. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a while, but you all should be able to handle yourselves just fine. I mean, it's a mountain. You're not gonna lose it. Just walk towards what you see, right?
Well enough. Okay.
Besides, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I turned it back. Well, I don't think you have really anywhere else to go. Make more sense for you to just tag with us.
Drafted.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Veronan just smirks.
Unless you'd rather go about on your own, Mr. Raggin.
I have no idea where I am, so it'd probably be in my best interest to stick with you guys.
Fair enough. Welcome to the team, I guess.
I appreciate it. Hopefully I can help out.
All right, then.
Speaking of that, what do you do?
So, you asked me that, right? And so,
Yes.
without saying anything, I just quickly grab in my bag, I turn around, and you're gonna see me put on a disguise.
He's a woman.
I put on a wig. So I put on a wig, a blonde wig, and I don't have anything else on or anything like that. It's just a wig. So, I turn and I do a swirl around. And I'm just like, "Hello there."
Please tell me you do like the Fabio hair whip.
just because I'm already wet as it is, so everything I have is wet. It's just like, oh, pow, like slow motion, just hair.
If this were in slow motion, you'd see like the glistening sparkles, but in reality, it's like a wet mop. Just
he just gets short and excited. He just points excitedly.
I knew it! You're a wig salesman!
Nice to meet you. I'm Jessica.
Toba downs his shot.
and I need to roll something for Mac. Just to see. Mac is confusingly looking like. Yeah, Mac is confused. Hi, Jessica. Like,
I just put out my hand all daintily, like, because I'm short, so it's a really stubby little arm and stuff. I'm just like, I put out like as if like you were gonna kiss my hand on the back of it or something. Like, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Mac's like, it's harmless, I'll play along. Pleasure to meet you too. Like, gently lays down, he's about to kiss, but he's also, your stubby little hands, because of where you've been, there's like calluses everywhere. Mac like reels back a little bit. It's like, no, that's good.
I'll then turn around again, and then I'll just put the wig back in, and I'm just standing there, just like nothing ever happened.
Nice trick.
Goodness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no idea what he's talking about. Mac is just like rolling his eyes.
God.
He's just hiding his face with one hand. He's so embarrassed.
You see no shame in my face, by the way. It's dead serious. Just like...
Oh, the deadpan stare, just like, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My goodness.
So, while I was gone, what all did I miss aside of the volcano thing? Or the mountain, or whatever we're doing tomorrow. What else did I miss?
Oh, yes. Veron's going to walk over to Toba because he has the notes that Yuvin had given to him about the death bells and what exactly they were for.
Yep.
In fact, does anyone else actually in the group know about that? Except for Crispy?
Hum kind of knows about it.
Mac's just doing his thing. Don't worry.
Yuvin was telling everyone, everyone that death bells were meant to protect something. She just didn't know what it was because the guys went in to the gazebo to have that powwow.
So Veron's going to talk at a relatively level where everyone can kind of hear.
Yep.
Explaining that the death bells were used to ward off another dimension, from what he understands, that's been draining magic from Opulencia and the Feywilds. This place is called... Hold on, I have notes. I took notes, I swear. Shadowfell. And that is all he knows. That was all that was imparted to him, and so he catches everyone up on that.
Okay.
Interesting.
And that's all I know. We know nothing else of Shadowfell. Yuvin was very informative.
Wait a minute. Turns to Baggin, like, didn't you mention something about Shadowfell?
Did I mention it? Master.
You said you were from Penal. You said that you were from Penal Colony, and you're here in Shadowfell. And hang on. I forgot the number that I just made up off the spot for.
Yeah, I didn't actually put the number down in my notes. I'll be honest. I was
all right. From this point forward, it is 145. All right. We are retconning anything in the past. It is now Penal Colony 145.
I would have gone with 24601, but that works too.
I would have gone with 42, but
for any of you theater buffs out there,
you would have mentioned like you were from this colony. In Shadowfell, you would know that this is the world that you were in. Or like that's like the name of the place you were in. Like overall, Opulencia would be like the material plane world, and your world would be Shadowfell.
Okay, so in the context that I would have told you, Toba, is that I'm from Shadowfell, the world, but I'm from Penal Colony 145.
Yeah. Turns to the rest of the team. When I met Baggin here, he mentioned Shadowfell and something about a Penal Colony 145.
Yes, that's where I reside.
I can't say I've ever heard of that such a place.
It's a pretty dreary town, I'll tell you.
How did you end up where I met you, by the way?
I'm not gonna really go too much to details. It's a long-winded story. But some things went down, some things happened, and I just had to get out of there.
Okay, fair enough. May I ask who your detainers were, maybe?
Would I know that?
The name of some of the officers there, and you would know their race.
Okay.
Okay. So, the name of the officers, oh boy, of all the stuff I forgot to make up on the spot. So, all right. So, so the officers that you would have done, there was, no, I'm not going to use that. The first thing that came to me was like Captain Bloodrain. Wait, no, that's a video game. No,
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Add a terrible Uwe Ball movie.
Oh.
All right. So, the officer would have been Captain Bludgecrow. This would have been the person who was like very much in charge of everything, and he was very much an elf.
Okay. And is there anyone else that would know? To be noteworthy?
God. Okay, at that point, I was like, "That's the head." I'm
Okay,
giving you
just
the
saying,
captain.
I'm having
Please
the
make
notes. All right,
It's your backstory.
Yeah. All right, so I would tell you that. So my retainer would have been Captain Bludgecrow.
Another captain. It's interesting. What race was he, perhaps?
He was an elf, an odd one, I'll tell you that, but he was an elf nonetheless.
Toba's pupils shrink, and his fist kind of clutches a little.
You look a little distraught.
I've not had the best run-in with elves.
Well, like I said, he was an odd one, so I don't blame you.
And the wheels kind of turning in his head. Like, languages, he kind of thinks back to the book. The languages he doesn't recognize, and somehow managing to still have symbols of Styracian gods. He's feeling nervous. He's feeling nervous, and he's uneasy.
Right.
So, I wonder.
As the hours go by, as you were chatting with Baggin Raggin, and you're all telling the stories of what had happened recently. Hum, would you like to say what happened to you recently?
Only if she's asked about it. She's just been quiet. She's just quietly sitting and listening in to everybody, occasionally looking at her new ring and patting at the urn, as if it was a scared child.
Does Toba notice the ring on her hand?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okie doke.
Perception, yeah.
Ha! No.
He does not
What ring?
notice.
Nope.
She's is always fidgety. Come on.
Okay. Nah, he just thinks nothing of it, and he just kind of goes back to his thoughts.
To segue into it, we could mention that there was a very interesting something going on in the church. I think we would have told Toba that, because Drogar and Veronan were both there watching Hum do something. Then there was the water. That was weird.
No, yep.
Wait, water? What? What exactly happened?
Veronan kind of looks at Hum, and then looks back over at Toba. We're like, we're not exactly sure.
Okay.
But from this, Hum acquired something, a ring, actually.
A ring? Huh.
You do hear them say something about a ring, and at this point, it's like, you can't really hide it. At least the physical object.
Yeah, Hum hears, looks up, and then nods, turns over to them, and then just shows the ring that she's wearing.
Oh, that's nice. What does it do?
Georgie said it was a percussive ring. And it seems to amplify what I do for my drum.
Huh.
At least I have a means of attacking now, and not just relying on thaumaturgy and sneaking around. Might actually be useful for this guild.
Mac is like, oh, is that what that big boom from the church was earlier? Whoa!
Aye. It was.
That was something. Kind of gave me a jump.
Yes.
Imagine being there.
And as for you being helpful, I mean, being passive, it can be a decent asset to a team. It doesn't always have to be physical or or something you can fight with. Just being there as more support and being passive, that's plenty enough.
I feel like you alleviate the mental well-being of this group.
Don't
I'm glad you
take away my moment, please.
As you're saying this, Yuvin walks back and he, nods to Mac. Mac nods back, and Yuvin just goes, does his own thing. So it's been several hours of everyone talking, and eventually the night comes. Let me just make sure. Do I have a nighttime background for this? Oh, yep. Yes, I do. All right. So at this point, Mac's like, all right, last call, everybody. Man, you guys have been really chatting enough.
Well, there's a lot to catch up with, especially with our new member.
Oh, yeah. And Yuvin's like, all right. So.
I think I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Yep, Yuvin looks over towards the ashes and like, poor Roger.
Should one of us hold on to the ashes, or are they good here?
They're fine here. I'll just, he takes them and he like puts it underneath the bar, and he's like, tomorrow morning I will meet you guys outside and wish you on your way. He's definitely got like a bit of a somewhat sad, remorseful look onto him. He seems like death definitely weighs on him a bit.
Pity for your thoughts, sir?
Oh, no, it's just war sucks, right? Whatever's happening on Tlemur, I keep hearing it's like coastal raids or something, but word is kind of tricky, but it's kind of why I made the flyers in the first place, because Wardbloom and all of Kavatia, we're famous for getting supply lines running, and yeah, so that's why a lot of people are out there helping out with supplies, but that also left us down a lot of people, and glad you all showed up. And he's like pointing to Baggin Raggin, you haven't gone through orientation yet, have you? And Mac is looking over like, I don't think he needs it. He's fine.
Orientation?
Yuvin's like, it's a bit late. Maybe when you get back. Well, it depends. And Mac like leans over and whispers like, you don't want orientation. It's boring.
So as a small gnome, I've been drinking this entire time, this whiskey, right? My body can't handle whiskey that great, or alcohol, because I'm so small. So
weirdly enough, this whiskey is not that bad. You're a little tipsy at this point, but not that bad. It's sort of like you're being comped of what they call is the good whiskey, but really isn't the good whiskey.
Oh, so it's a lot.
It's the best whiskey that you yeah, the best whiskey
I can afford.
So yeah, it's like man,
the box wine.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd probably be a good time for us to head to the inn, shouldn't it? I think we need to bring our new member along to get him a bed.
Yeah, true.
Hi.
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk over to Toba, because like at this point, Toba is the only one that the first person I met, the first person I'm comfortable with, and I kind of hold out my arms. I kind of like gesture like, "Hey, can you pick me up for a second?"
Puppies.
Sure. Toba will lift him up. Yeah. Sure.
You have like
And
quickly
then I
stretch
point
and
to the door onward.
Tell you what, buddy, I'll do you one better. He just sets you on his shoulder. There you go.
All right.
Aw.
Oh my God.
I sit on the shoulder. 'cause
Oh
I'm
my
so
god.
small.
Uppies.
Yep.
I did it.
You've been at this point. It's like, hold on before you go. And, like, you hear the scratching sound, and he hands one of you a note. It's like, hand this to the innkeep. They'll make sure that Baggin here is allowed in. Because can't be part of the guild in order to be comp for that. And that's just a quick note from me saying, like, paper's not quite done yet, but we'll take care of it soon.
Fair enough.
No problem.
I take the note and head out.
All right.
Yep. I think
So,
I say for
hang
the rest
out
of us
on his
where we
shoulder.
follow.
All right. Drogar is heading out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Crispy?
Heading out as well.
All right. Heading out as well. All right. I don't want you to feel like you were left out entirely.
No.
But yeah, it's rough not being in the games, man. I completely understand.
We're glad
Yeah.
we are glad you're back, though.
Yeah.
Super glad you're
Absolutely.
back. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have my tiny little blue creature that follows me around as well.
Gets headshots like crazy. All right, Veronan, what are you doing?
Veronan's gonna stretch and make his way to the inn. It's been a long day.
Yep. All right, heading out.
Gathers up her drum and mallet, and then quietly leaves, but doesn't go to the inn right away. She's gonna do a nightly walk.
All right, you're gonna do a nightly walk, and let me swap everything to. All right, everyone's outside. I know it's daytime. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I can fix this. I
Theater
can
of
fix
the mind.
this.
Theater of the mind. We're good.
There's
I
no
can
lights
put this
yet.
in the back. There we go. It is nighttime.
There
So-
we go.
All right. So, Baggin Raggin, as you're on the top of Toba Thunderdon, you look up in the sky, and you notice something strange. There is no moon.
Dragon.
Baggin, you there? Baggin?
Oh,
Yep.
there you are.
You look up in the sky, and it's like
Oh.
very strange. Like the stars are all different, and you don't see any moon in the sky at all whatsoever.
Oh, okay. And so I'll kind of like pat, Toba on the head. And I'm just like, why is there no moon?
Toba, it's a new moon.
That would be a new moon. It's a rotational thing. It happens at least once a month.
I'm just
Oh,
you're telling me this, and I'm just utterly
As you
confused.
say this, it's like, oh, okay, because on Shadowfell, it would have been like big and bright by now, but here it's a new moon. That's weird.
I'm guessing it's because you're on the other side of the planet. That's probably why. And the moon's shining from wherever you're at, where you're from.
It wouldn't be on the other side of the world. It would have been another world entirely, from what Veronan's notes would have told you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just like,
take.
I mean,
Okay,
it looks the same.
redacted. Okay, I
He
redact.
doesn't really know that, so you gotta
Redacted.
remove that there. He doesn't really know
But
like that much
Yeah.
of the thing.
all right, Toba just basically says it's a new moon. It happens. It happens once a month. Basically, as the moon rotates, it changes new way. It gives like a different shape as you keep going. Basically, eventually into a full moon.
This
Back
is
in
a
the- this is-
weird place, I'll tell you. It would
As
be,
you say,
it'd be a
that, and you
huge
look
moon.
around, all of a sudden you happen to notice. Oh come on, please. Please. You look around and you notice there's a brown bear.
Oh, here
that
we
is
are.
on the side of the road.
A bear!
It is. Apparently, brown bears are large, but because of the way I use tokens, it's considered. Let's call it extra medium. That way, I don't have to make it a 2x2 grid thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you look over, and there's a bear just sitting, looking at your group.
You big nose!
I love him so much.
Oh, Crispy, yours like
Yes.
all.
There you are.
Yep. The bear like starts wiggling its butt and starts walking over. And
I pat Toba again. Is this a cousin of yours by chance?
It's 'cause I'm- No, it's not. It's because I'm brown, isn't it?
No, I mean, you said it. I did it.
No, he's a companion of Drogar's.
That's right, good boy.
He just walks over and starts petting him on the head and stuff, just scratching him behind the ears and stuff.
Yep.
We
The
need
bear
to
is
head
leaning
back to
into it.
the inn.
Yep. You see the hind foot like starting to tap on the ground.
Lizard, right?
What was
I'm
that?
still learning all your names.
All right. So,
Oh
at
goodness.
this point, we're gonna say that Drogar, Baggin Raggin on the shoulder of Toba, Veronan, they all head towards the inn. Crispy, you are also heading into the inn. Ursus, he's like walking out. He like just goes off in the woods. And Hum, just put you in the close center here. You start doing your walk around town.
She's walking around town, but she's not humming. She's being very vigilant. It's as if she's doing a sort of night watch because there is no moon.
So, yeah, it is a new moon, and you're afraid that you might hear something you wouldn't want to hear. Footsteps. Clunk, clunk, clunk. The footsteps are good.
Hum looks, turns around to see where the footsteps are.
The footsteps are coming from a rather handsome, half-orc-looking person.
Hey there, it's you must be Hum?
I am.
Oh yeah, Rilva told me about you. I should just my name's Chronifer. I work at Otto's Emporium. And just wrapped up for the night and happy to see you walking around here. Any particular reason?
Nightly stroll is good for easing the nerves, certainly.
All right.
And as she says this, she's very visibly tense.
Yeah. Well, I gotta.
He's a little flustered at this point. He's like, "Ooh, she's pretty." Well, listen, if you're on the night of strolls, you happen to see that book again, that'd be nice. Buven was telling Hrilva about it, and Hrilva told me.
He told the rest of us as well.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly keeping an eye out.
Yeah, it disappeared? How does that even happen? Must have been what happened in the store that day.
By the looks of it, it might have. It's the first time it did that. It's transported one of ours, actually.
Yeah, that kind of journal's kind of important. So.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it.
All right. Well, you have yourself a good night. He waves and goes on his way.
Take care.
All right. As you continue your stroll through the area, nothing comes out of the ordinary. So there's no strange person about on the walk. You don't hear any of the whispers you've heard from the previous nights. It is very nice and calm.
Hum looks at the ring and then fiddles around with the platinum in her pocket and then decides to go back to the inn.
All right. You're heading back into the inn. And we're just going to skip right to the next day. So that way... Nope, that's the wrong button. Let's put it back to the back. It is now a new day. And we are going to start off with the Crispy. If I can get... Crispy? Yeah, and
There she is.
No. She doesn't hear a pick up. She hears a boop.
Oh.
Yep. Outside your window is your little owl buddy.
Oh, the buddy.
Oh. Hello.
It's like tapping on the outside of the window.
Hello there, little friend.
He's like looking at you curiously, tilting its head. You can see like a little bit of mouse tail in its mouth.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose everyone around here needs to get their fillings.
It like slurps the rest of it up like a spaghetti noodle.
Oh, so cute.
All right. At this, rough early morning, would you be awake? Would you still be asleep?
She's starting to hear a little bit of Crispy's talking with the owl, but she's still just in bed. She just couldn't bring herself to move.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning, Crispora. How did you sleep?
I slept quite well.
That's
What
good to
about
hear. Relatively well as well. Is your little owl friend wanting to come in for something?
I'm not sure, actually.
Might as well let them in.
All right, then.
Does
So you-
Crispy open the window to let the owl in?
Does anyone open the window? You tell me.
Yeah, Crispy opens the window. Yeah.
All right, Crispy, you open the window, and that owl just comes up right next to you and just starts like nuzzling real hard like a cat.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh.
it seems like it knows that you've had a rough time recently.
Oh.
It's just coming in. It's like, oh.
Thank you.
Owls don't purr, but this one would if it could.
Oh, thank you, little one.
It like, looks at you and pecks at you, but not like in a harsh way. Kind of like trying to give you a kiss on your shoulder.
Oh.
Parakeet kiss. Oh.
Yep. And then it's going to fly back out the window.
I guess they were just saying good morning.
Yep. Baggin
So,
Raggin. So
Yes.
this place that you are in, you came in the night before. It's like 2 bunk beds next to each other. I believe Drogar and Toba are on like one bunk bed, and Veronan's like kind of on his own other bunk bed. You like would have taken the top part of the bunk bed, and you're trying to get some sleep, and all of a sudden,
Oh no.
Love it.
I just kind of I'm like, oh, what's going on? I look over. What do I see?
you look over at the window, and taking up the vast majority of this window are 2 large, luminous eyes, a beak, and it is staring right at you.
I just freak out. Just
All right,
Drogar,
Drogar, Veronan, Toba.
global
You-
panic.
It's like it's a little early in the morning, and all of a sudden you hear this small sound.
So Veron's gonna roll over, put his feet down, look up. It's all right. He's not hostile.
What do you mean he's not hostile? Look at those eyes! They're so bloodthirsty.
I know they're big, and I know the beak looks threatening, but he is not.
Drogar finally gets to realize what the hell he's even talking about, and he's just like,
Yes, yes, there you are.
he just opens up the window just to let his head in and gives him the good old morning pats on the head.
Leave that thing inside?
Yes.
So, yep. So this very large owl, it like leans in a little bit, puts its foot out, and you can see that there is something attached to its foot, like a letter.
This is mail.
Let's see here.
And Drogar just grabs it since he's obviously the closest one, and he opens up the letter to see what it says.
So you take this letter and you open it up, and it says, "We have been trying to contact you about your cart's extended warranty."
What is a
Veron's gonna get up and go next to him. Let me see this.
You instantly recognize this as a scam of some sort. Even in a fantasy world, you have spam mail, right?
Oh,
Does that
great.
mean is that some type of beast that I need to be worried
No.
about next?
I don't know, but I don't think this is worth our time.
And with like a final hoot, this big bird just flies off over towards the what you guys would know to be the mailing area. Oh shoot, where was that tab?
Oh, does
Has-
he do
Has,
that?
Sorry.
has anyone else heard Baggin Raggin scream?
So as you were
blood
like,
curdling, just
yeah. So Crispy, you were just having your moment, and the owl was just being so adorable. And then all of a sudden, you hear this on the other side of the room, just in another room entirely.
Hum, without thinking, just gets up, goes out the door, goes over to the men's door, and knocks. Everything all right in there?
Yep, the boys, you all hear knocking in there.
And since Drogar, he just
Everything is perfectly fine. We just had some very strange mail come in through the window.
I gotta see if Veronan take the letter and just ignite it and just set it afire. It's ashes now.
Yeah, it just, quickly just turns into small ash. We're not going to roll for like any damage or anything.
No.
It's just like, a bunch of
Just
ash.
flavor text. Just flavor text.
Yep, it's gone. It got deleted.
Deleter.
Deleted.
Well, that being said, I suppose we should all head back to the bar.
Yep, we got a 3-day hike to begin, don't we?
Aye.
Yes, I can't wait to be started with this.
he already feels exhausted, but
You guys will be fine. Y'all had your long rest. So.
that is very true.
Should we stop by the Emporium real quick, just so that we get what we need? This is a long trip, after all.
That could be beneficial.
That is a smart idea.
Okay.
All right.
Toba was already out on the other side of the wall meditating, so you just see his arm just stick out with the thumbs up.
Yep.
He was completely unbothered by Hogarth's intrusion.
Probably didn't even notice.
Well, I mean, all those years have got to be good for something.
Just how funny freaking. Jeez, But yeah, I guess we're all headed to the Emporium then.
All right, as you were all getting out and you all head out the door, heading out towards the Emporium, double checking the map on where all of that is. In fact, why don't I just drag you over so you can guys see what I'm looking at? So, yep.
Yes.
All right, so you guys started at 8, the Sparrow's Wing, and the Emporium would be over by, I believe it was...
It's 4.
That's the parsonage. 4, number 4. All right.
Yep. Number
So you're
4.
walking out that direction, and let's head back to Ward Bloom. As you're walking out there, you go outside the Emporium, and the door is... everything right there is good to go. Let me just set everything up at the Emporium for what's going to happen. Dude. Hrilva's there. All right. Dude. All right. And you all go inside. Just autos, like, one after the other, just ding-de-ling, ding-de-ling. Let me just get everybody in here real quick. So you do see Yuvan here in the morning, and a small dwarf that most of you would know as Hrilva.
Yep.
PC characters we got back. They're going to come in small because that's just how it works. Drogar, Veronan, Toba. That should be everybody here. Let me just start resizing everyone.
But the bear!
No,
pets
I am
allowed.
not bringing the bear in here.
No pets allowed.
The bear in a china shop!
cousin.
All right,
Family!
China shop.
here we go. So, at this point, Yuvan is like, all right, thanks, Hrilva. Wanted to see it. Turns around and it's like, oh, hey, you guys, I was just about to head towards the guild. You guys doing some shopping?
Some rations at the very least.
All right.
It's going to be a long trip.
Yeah, it's going to be a smart idea. All right, well, y'all do good. If you need an advance or anything, just stop by the guild and I'll, take that out of the compensation for this. But don't worry, I'm sure you guys are fine, right? You totally would have added the 50 gold that I believe I added 10 to Toba and Crispy while they were out, and Veronan, Drogar, and Hum, you should have added an extra 10 at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right. So Yuvin's like waving. It's like, take care, Hrilva. And Hrilva's like, take care. And out the door he goes. All right. What can I get for all of you? You're new, aren't you? And Hrilva is staring right at you, Baggin Raggin. Baggin Raggin, in front of you is a character that you would assume is named Hrilva. It's a dwarf, little on the tall side. She's got braids going down the back of her hair and on the side, and she's all right. And she's looking at you somewhat expectingly to, introduce yourself or something.
Ah, okay. So it's nice to meet you. My name's Baggin. Baggin Raggin, that is.
As you're saying this, she's like slowly leaning away. Like, oh, it's wonderful to meet you, Baggin Raggin. Welcome to Otto's Emporium. They've got most anything for your general needs out here.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, so I then I'm sorry, I'm looking over my sheet just to make sure what I got real quick. Let's see here. Okay, I got all that.
You know what?
Oh, are we gonna have bed mats and stuff like that?
We're gonna have bedrolls.
Yes, we have bedrolls.
Okay, because I don't have a bedroll on my thing, so I probably need to get a bedroll.
Okay, bedroll. As you're saying this, it's like, oh yes, the bedrolls. We've got a couple over here in storage. She takes one out, and it's very much a plain brown, like light brown bedroll of some sort. But it's pretty nice and comfy there. It'll run you about hang on, let me just double check. Regular cost. It'll run you a gold for one of these.
So
but,
can I hand Roba like one of my, because I'm still getting used to the whole dynamic, so I'm not sure how everything works or runs. So do I hand her a gold piece of my foreign money?
As you are bringing up this foreign money, Herb looks like, hold on a moment. Is that legal tender? She like looks at it. There might be a way to check. Is that all the gold you have? The kind of gold you have on you?
I got about 15 of these.
Mind if I just borrow one for a moment? I promise I'll give it back.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Just keep your shopping, and I trust the rest of you. She takes the one gold out of her hand temporarily, and she walks up to the counter, and she pulls out a little scale of some sort, and she puts your gold on one side, and the scale's like tips that direction. Then she takes another gold from her pocket. Let's see here. Puts it on the other, just drops it on the other side. Ding, and the scales kind of just go back and forth and back and forth, and then they stay level. All right. Same weight as gold. And then she, takes two glasses out, and she is like slowly filling this water, filling it up with water, like up to the very brim. And it's, I forgot the plates. One moment. She's like, you all can do your shopping. I'm just doing my thing here.
Hum nods and looks, gathers up a bunch of rations.
All right, how many rations? So it's going to be 3 days out to the mountain. That's what you've been told.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it would also be 3 days back.
And possibly a day up and down that mountain.
Yeah.
At least 1 day to go up and then down that mountain. Not 1 day up, 1 day down. So in total, you're going to need 7 rations for each person. So that way none of you starve.
Mm-hmm.
So, including the rations that you would have on your personage and everything else. If you guys want to do the math for me, I will just start doing the math of the shopkeep here.
Lucky me, I already have about 12 of these, so I'm all good for that.
All right. So it's 7 times, how many players do I have? 6.
I have
40.
10, so I'm good on rations.
Okay.
So if you guys have like a total of 42 rations, if you guys can work together, conspire, and then at the very end, it's like how many you guys have, how many you guys need, and then collectively we'll just deduct all those rations out of the way and the gold, so that way we don't have to worry about, role-playing chewing on food. That's boring.
Right.
Right.
Toba will actually buy another set of 7 rations for Baggin Raggin.
Okay, 7 rations for Baggin Raggin, 1 bedroll for Baggin. As you guys are doing all your math, off to the side, Perilva is taking these coins, and she now has 2 plates and 2 glasses filled to the brim with water. She then takes the foreign coin, drops it in, and water splashes and pours over. All right. She takes her regular coin, drops it in, spills water, and then she waits for everything to settle, carefully removes the glasses, and takes the plates, and the plates are slightly indented, so they kind of go towards the middle. She looks at them. About the same density as a regular coin. Well, I mean, if it weighs the same and it's the right density, then it probably is regular tender. So I'll keep this for the bedroll, and she holds up the foreign coin to you, Baggin, as you're holding the bread roll, just looking at all of these shelves of just, there's candles and bottles and clothes and lanterns and vials and spyglasses and swimming gear. Why is that on? Never mind. But yeah. So she's like, I'll take it. Your money's good here for what I can tell. It, might need to get melted down to make it look like an actual, coin, but if it's gold, right?
Would it be possible just to give you this gold that I have, and you can trade it? Well, I could trade it for the current currency where I am.
Hruva's like, I'm pretty sure your gold's fine. Oh, you want to exchange gold for gold?
Yeah, I would like to just not go through this process as much, if you know what I mean.
All right, sure. Just put all your gold over there, and she takes your gold and she sets it off to the side, and she's like, go ahead and place all your gold there. No, we'll do a quick little swap here.
All right, and then I do so.
All right, so you put 14 gold on the table.
Correct.
Yep, and she's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. All right, and she takes all that gold and pockets it, and then 1, 2, 3. She reaches in the other pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 gold to you. All right. Oh, are you keeping the bedroll?
Yes.
All right. She takes 1 gold. It's 13 gold for you, and including the, because that's how shopping works.
Yes.
Yep. Now, you are at least familiar with that. In the penal colony 145. So, have the rest of you figured out how many? So, right now you in total, I believe, for 7 days for 6 people, you need 42 total rations.
Right.
And right now, do you all have?
I would say make it about. I think it'd be more 35 because like I said, I have my own rations to last me, so I'm just buying 7 for Baggin Raggin. So I think that'd be about 35. I think.
All right, 42. Okay, 6 times 35 in total. So if you have rations, 7 there. So that is going to be, double checking my math here. Goodness, this is why I absolutely hate being a shopkeep. All right, so it's 5 silver per ration. So every 2 rations is going to be a gold. 42. So it's 24 gold for 42. But if you're doing 35, that's going to be calculator. All right, 17 and a half gold, so 17 gold, 5 silver. If that's all you're buying. And some of you also have rations on you, so if you guys can get that number up to 7, and then tell me how many you need to get to 7 for everyone, then we can just deduct gold, remove the rations, and then we don't have to deal with item management the entire time.
I just did my payment stuffs.
All right.
So I had bought myself a bedroll, 6 more rations, and
6 more rations,
and a basket.
Gold. And a basket. All right, that'll run you about basket. Why isn't basket on it? Is that a gold for the for the basket or whatever?
It's 4 silver.
4 silver. All right, so basically 5 gold.
Yeah, I already did the deductions.
All right, so you did that. All right, Hruva's like, all right, thank you.
How much for a potion? How much the potion?
For a potion, the potion, I want to say it was like 50 gold off the top of my head, because potions are pretty expensive.
Yeah, okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Potions, common potion is
No.
50 gold. 50 gold there for the potions.
Toba foams at the truck and passes out.
I could have sworn we talked about this earlier.
Yeah, potions are pretty expensive. They're difficult to make. I mean,
He wasn't at the
hopefully-
shop the last time you guys were here, I don't think.
yeah.
Anyway.
Now he knows. Learning is fun.
He gets up and shakes himself off. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, just that case, just the 7 rations for me.
All right, 7 rations for you. Make sure it's going to be 3.5 gold, I believe, for 7 rations. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 silver points, 3.5 gold. Yep.
So 3 gold
3
and
gold,
1
5
silver.
Yeah, 3 gold, 5 silver.
3 gold, 5 silver.
Yep.
3 gold, 5
Yeah.
silver. And done. Wait, hold on.
All right.
The I don't have any silver. I just have gold. So I'll guess.
What you're going to do at that point is you're going to deduct 1 gold and add 5 silver to your inventory.
Oh, 10.
No,
So-
it's 10 silver for 1 gold. So if he needs to
Oh,
make change,
sorry.
so yeah, if he needs to make 5 silver, he can pay in gold and get 5 silver back.
I'll just give him 4 and call it good.
Yep. Oh, thank you for the extra tip.
Of course.
And yep, Veronan, are you all set?
He's gonna go ahead and buy 6 rations as well.
6 rations is going to be 3 gold.
All right.
All right, thank you for your
Easy.
patronage.
Yeah.
And for you, Dragonborn?
Well, he looks over and he spots a tent for 2 gold. He ends up picking one up and a shovel. So for gold, for 4 gold each, or for 4 gold altogether, he places it on the table and says,
Yes, I'd like to buy these items here.
he
So
passes the
So you bought a shovel and what else?
and a tent for 2.
A tent for 2. Where is that on my list? I have...
Well,
Oh, tent, 2-person, 2 gold. Yep, all right. Oh, goodness, you're taking one of those along with you. Very nice. You're probably going to need, it's like she's counting. It's like, there's 6 of you, though, right? You're probably going to need more than that, but...
Hum notices a water skin and then purchases it as well. And
All right,
that's
2 silver.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait a second. I have. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I have extra gold. He takes that into consideration and quickly grabs 2 more tents
All right.
and places them on the table.
On the 2 tents. She's like, you don't need to put them on the table. Oh, all right, all right. He takes the gold. All right. So, Veronan's all set. Toba's all set. Baggin Raggin, I believe you would be all set thanks to Toba. Crispy, do you have 7 rations on you? Need to buy some more?
He actually has 10.
Oh, good. All right. You're just browsing, I guess. Is there anything that's like a regular thing you would like to buy?
Would you like it? Would you like a little list on the side?
Yeah, it's just like a regular adventurer's shop. It's kind of like a general store.
I believe I have everything I need.
FYI, she actually has 1 bedroll, 1 mess kit, 10 rations, a rope, a tinderbox, 10 torches, and a water skin.
You know what? One
How many
more
arrows
thing.
you got, by the way?
Arrows? She has, oh, well, it says here she has, 18.
15? All right. Yep,
You know what?
There's like, I believe you can buy them in batches of 20 for a gold, if I'm reading this correctly.
Let me see here. I'm wondering something. You know what? I'll do it the next session. I was thinking maybe Drogar was looking to see if there was any produce available. He realizes that rations may not be the most filling thing or the most flavorful. So he was
But
also
they're not going to
thinking
go
about-
rotten in a week, so.
No.
Yeah.
He's just that's okay.
Yep.
We can
All
do
right.
that for next time.
So it sounds like everyone is all set.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Baggin, did you add the rations to your inventory?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All
Yeah, I
right.
see I'm on the Twitch, and I saw you.
Yeah,
say
just
that.
add 7.
All right.
Add 7
So-
to your inventory. You're good.
Add 7 to the inventory. All right, we are good there. And when we get started with this adventure, we'll just delete all 7, so that way we don't need to worry about that.
You're right,
Just
right.
spend all that time
Yeah.
adding it just to delete it.
It's
How
I know,
dare
it's totally
you.
right. All right, so everyone's like, all right, well, thank you for shopping at Autos Emporium, and hope you adventurers have a good day. I believe you've been telling me what you guys were doing. It's she like shakes her head, looks down a bit. War is definitely awful, but you're doing a good thing. Right. But cheerio. Like, she
Take
waves
care,
at you.
Horrible.
Yep. All right. And assuming everyone is going to go outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yo.
All right, we are going right back to Wardbloom. Everyone is right outside, and Yuvin is there. And I think, you know what, I have to do this. I have to do this.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
Oh boy.
Yuvin is like cautiously petting Ursus. It's like, you're not so bad, are you? You're just like a big puppy. and as Ursus like, you know, kind of leaning into it, sort of, and it looks over to Drogar and just like immediately just waltzes right over, sits down. It's like, yeah. Well,
I see you've taken a liking to Ursus here.
oh yeah. So Yuvin takes a leather satchel, and he pats it. It's like the urn's right inside of there, and he holds it out forward. Who would like to take the satchel of the urn?
Now, you know what, Drogar will.
All right, Jogar, go ahead and add to your inventory 1 ceremonial urn.
1 ceremonial urn.
You should be able to do that.
Your
I don't
backpack.
Yep.
Add custom item. Ceremonial. Or I can just imagine a ceremonial urn. That's good. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to type. Good.
We all know what it is. It's the urn's best.
Yeah.
All right. Yuvin's like, all right. So you guys, all you gotta do, and he points out. Let me just go to the map. Da-da-da-da. He points out towards the east, and out in the east, you can definitively see that there's a mountain just peeking above the trees, and that is Mount Zareen. Back to Wardbloom. All you got to do is just keep that mountain in your eyesight. It's going to be about a 3-day march. So we'll see you back here in about a week or so.
Fair enough.
Very well then. Take care.
All right,
Indeed.
let's move out.
And you know, as Drogar, as you're walking away, you hear you see Yuvin like just lean over towards Ursa a little bit. It's like, take good care of him for me, would you? And you swear your bear like nods a little bit.
Oh, what? Oh.
Tom notices and smiles.
All right. So with that, everyone is going to be on their way into the woods. Let me turn off the. Nope, that's not. Nope. That's the outro music. Where is the? Oh shoot! Come on. Where is it? Pause the River Town. Let's turn on Windswept Plains. So, I would like one of you to roll a d20 for me.
I got it.
Just a regular d20, nothing too special. Toba's gonna go first. This is just to see how the day progresses.
All right, here I go.
Is everyone doing this or no?
Nope, just one person.
Just me.
Okay.
2.
Oh no.
Oh
Two.
my god.
All right, let me.
That
check
doesn't
what-
necessarily mean a bad thing. It's not combat. It can mean anything.
Nope. I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
Now it means something.
That can mean something. 4.
4. All right. So, you start at the beginning of the day, early in the morning, and as you're going along, Toba's like, I'll lead you the way. And you all walk forward, and, you know, eventually the trees become larger and thicker as you're going deeper into the woods. And as Toba's going along this way, it's a little stumbly. It is like, oof, oof. You kind of lose your footing on some of the tree roots that are there, and you are actually, oh yeah, it's a little shaky going all the way there, and sometimes you like lead him into mud, and sometimes it's like oh goodness, but all in all, throughout this day, nothing terribly eventful happens. Would you like to discuss anything on your first day's journey?
Well, Drogar did want to learn more about our dear little Baggins boy. So, as they walk, he turns over and
Well, Baggin, tell us more about yourself. We don't seem to know much about you.
Well, what should I say? That's a good question. Well, I can't really go into it. Like I told you yesterday, I'll give you some, I guess. You see him kind of fidgety, kind of like, well, he's uncertain. He's a little bit, distraught, I guess, a little bit about the question. And you don't know why, of course, and everything like that. And so, he basically just begins to just kind of say small bits and pieces. So
Hum notices his discomfort and starts humming quietly in spite of being stuck in mud.
Don't mind me. I just have those like flashing outside my window, and it turns out there's a bit of a thunderstorm outside right now.
Oh dear!
Yay!
So upon seeing his fidgeting and all that stuff, he just speaks up.
Trust me, friend. Whatever it is that you're worried about, there is no judgment here.
It's not that I'm worried, really. It's just my line of work. You can kind of tell I'm a little bit of a rough individual, but my line of work put me in situations, let's just say, that not everyone wants to discuss. But when I met Toba originally, I was not on the run per se, but I was trying to get away and hide from a situation. And I can't really go back right now. So, obviously when I met you all, I figured it would be a nice hideaway. Now, to be fair, I have no idea where I am, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure the individuals who are looking for me won't find me, which is good, I suppose.
And whoever they are, they'd have to get through us to get to you. I may not know much about you, but you seem trustworthy, a very nice person deep down. I feel I can trust you.
He just gives him a little thumbs up and a dashing smile.
And I put my thumb up. I'm like, sounds good.
All right. And with that little scene, it is now nightfall. So at this point, you all make your beds. Would anyone like to take first watch?
Who's got night vision?
That? Yeah, I'll keep night watch for the first.
All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
first night watch, I need for you to make a. See, I need to stop using just perception all the time. But
that's my best thing.
True, I know. Perception is the one role I always make people make. But
investigation.
Investigation. That's like looking into something specifically, like
All right.
you're trying to solve a mystery. But give me either perception or survival for this first watch.
All right, so I'm gonna break. I know you said survival, but perception is better. So...
Yep, go for it. Go for it. Like I said, it's all about being out in the woods. 22.
You got 22?
This, first watch. How many watches are there? Is like usually 2 or 3.
I believe
It could be about 3 or 4, if I remember.
Okay, 3 watches. All right, so
I'll volunteer myself for the last watch since I do morning meditations anyway.
okay.
There you go.
Who's gonna take second watch?
Hum is going. Oh,
Sorry.
Hum is going to take second watch.
All right.
Because of the night vision that she has.
Okay. All right. So y'all got that set. Baggin Raggin with a 22 perception. You look out, and this doesn't appear to be anything too crazy. The arrows go by, and Hum is like slowly waking up, and it's now her turn. So go ahead and make a perception check for me.
You can sleep now, Baggin.
All right, I appreciate it. Have a good night.
As do you. 16.
16?
And plus perception, it's I have 17.
17 plus perception. I said night vision, looking out. And night vision, you don't really see the colors. You only see like the shapes of things. And as you look out...
Yeah, she has her veil up, actually,
Veil.
so that she has, she's looking.
Veil up, looking about. Nothing too interesting with the 16. And then Toba, as you feel, it's time for your watch. It's still a little dark.
Yeah.
As you get up,
Anything to report, Hum?
Hum jumps and then hurriedly puts her veil back down and shakes her head. Nothing to report, thankfully.
Yeah, good enough. Go get some rest. I got it from here.
Thank you kindly.
Right,
Good night.
Sleep well.
All right, roll perception.
And here we go. And...
You're so bad.
I am
You're
Oh,
so
what is
bad.
my fucking rolls?
You're so bad at
There's something
perception for
suspicious
no
in it.
reason.
The fucked up thing is I have advantage. I have a +5 in perception.
You rolled a 2?
Roll it.
So as you are looking about, you
God
notice
damn
something
it.
there's something suspicious in the back of the woods. It's glowing, getting brighter. The whole sky is getting brighter. It's the morning sun. You kind of worked yourself up over nothing.
Good job.
And, yep,
How's the sun?
yep, it's the sun. All right, and it
I
is
look
now...
over. Yeah, I look over. Just tell. All right, everybody up. Time to move on.
Okay,
Yep.
so everybody's up.
It takes a while for Hum to wake up.
Yep. Sleep. So we get
He just-
ahead.
He just comes out of the tent that he made last night. He just pops out and opens the door, or like the little flap for Crispy.
All right.
Oh,
Aw.
After you.
When you guys come out, you're gonna see me already up, and I'm just gonna be kind of like brushing my wig.
It's like a little clingy because it's still kind of wet because you
all
shoved it in the bag.
matted. So I'm like, you just see me brushing this like blonde wig.
My goodness.
Have a good night there, Baggins.
I had nothing to complain about. Nothing really happened when I took the first watch.
Having fun with that,
This is Jessica.
having fun with Jessica then.
Say that again,
Oh
sorry.
my.
Your voice is so manly, it just distracted me. I tried to understand it. I tried to roleplay it. I'm sorry.
No, not even. Don't you dare.
What a man!
On second thought, you're
You look a little flustered. Is something wrong?
no, I'm perfectly fine.
He just doesn't know what the heck's even going on. He calls the wig Jessica.
and then he was called manly.
Manly Jessica.
I mean, you certainly are.
Hum is still asleep, by the way.
So then, if she's asleep, Drogar actually walks over to. I'm assuming she either has a tent or a bedroll up. Whatever she's in. He just looks over and reaches to her and just pokes her on the shoulder and just very quietly.
Rise and shine, time to get up.
Morning. and her hair is pretty teased as well. She every time she's woken up thus far, she has nasty bedhead because she has her hood up, and is always wearing the veil.
I hope you brought something to straighten that hair of yours.
What? Oh, drats! I haven't. I
have a brush if you need one.
Oh my god!
Just the way you say this stuff, man. Come on.
Brush.
Hum looks over at the brush and I appreciate the offer, Baggin Raggin, but I would not want to take away from you. My hands will do just fine.
No worries. You take your time.
So Hum turns away from the rest of the group, takes off the veil, and takes down her hood, and just straightens her hair out again.
Takes a couple minutes, probably.
Yeah. And then she just puts the hood back. She puts the veil back on, puts the hood back up, and then turns back to the rest of everyone.
All right. So you all gather your tents, you got your stuff, and on to the next day of adventure. I need someone else other than Toba to roll a d20 for me. Just a straight d20 roll.
Please somebody else. My rolls suck tonight.
Alright, I haven't rolled yet, so.
Go for it.
Alright, let's see.
Regular d20.
So how do I do custom rolls again? I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's the little. It's. I think it's the die that's on the Roll20 site. It's like right next to the map.
Yeah.
You can also type /roll space 1d20.
What he said.
15.
15.
All right. 15. So as Crispy is like, ooh, I'll lead the way. Walking forward, the day goes on from morning to noon, and towards the evening, you happen to pass by. You smell smoke in the distance. It smells like a campfire smoke in the distance. And as you're getting closer, you hear some general chatter of it's like as you get closer, you hear common, and it sounds like just a bunch of dudes just talking and enjoying the camp. And as you are walking along this path, you eventually see that there's a small little campfire going, and there's some guys that are like, get this rickety old pot, and it's filled of other stuff. What looks like a rabbit's foot is kind of sticking out of it, but they're like, no, we got this, and then they look over and it's like, oh, hey, strangers, how you doing? Flynn. Oh, hi there.
Hello, everyone.
Come by the fire if you want to have some of this stew. It's like, Bart, I don't think it's going to be quite enough for people. Oh, no, they're not going to eat the whole thing. I mean, certainly not. Good Lord, is that a bear?
Uh-oh. Love, unmute yourself.
Oh, I am so sorry. I completely forgot I was on mute to let other people talk. My bad.
Drogar is just awkwardly staring at the bear just for an uncomfortably long time.
Yes, this is my companion Ursus. It's alright. He won't bite.
I don't know about that one. Oh, he seems friendly enough. If you want to, if you kindly just don't let the bear eat the entire pot. I mean, we've got to eat too, but come sit around the fire. Tell us some tales. Where are you heading?
Can I roll like a perception to see if or they're telling the truth or deception?
Insight.
Insight.
Insight check is what you're going to want for that.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh boy.
At 11 on the insight check. These two gentlemen that are sitting here, they're awfully jovial. You don't sense any maliciousness in their intent of, offering for a bite to eat or something.
Mm-hmm.
So from what you can tell is that these guys, they're just two dudes camping, really.
All right.
Well, Drogar definitely just walked right over there with his bear. Just make sure that he walks slow, just not to make them scared of the bear walking towards them. And he sits down on a log. I'm assuming they're sitting on a
There's
log.
logs. There's plenty of logs for everybody if they want to sit or whatever.
And oh, go on ahead.
So they like take some. Oh, we've got a couple canisters. There's only 4 canisters. You might need to share, but so he like takes a big old ladle and just scoops some of that soup they've got in there into a small little cup. There you go. Passes it over to you.
He graciously takes it and just takes a moment just to sniff it and just enjoy the aroma. He used to cook for his family back on the farm, so he just has this knack for just enjoying custom, just home cooked meals.
Yep.
And
as you taking a big old whiff, oh, it definitely smells good. I mean, it's got earthy tones to it because it's a bit. The pot itself is maybe not the most sanitary out in these camping, but you know, you smell the rabbit. There's spices in there like salt, pepper, garlic, onion, the usual. That's like the 4th. Yep, the 4 main spices that are used in like every recipe here in the Midwest.
Absolutely.
You smell it, and it definitely does smell pretty good.
So he takes a bite, and he savors
a bite out of soup.
Yep, he just takes a bite out of soup. Just fucking
He eats the bowl.
He eats the spoon.
He just eats the bowl like a fucking apple.
Well, we're down to 3 cups now.
Extra fiber.
That's a little weird.
Oops.
No, you're not. No.
He doesn't. I know. Still, he does take his share of the bowl and enjoys what he has and gives the rest of it to Ursus to, just to keep him satisfied.
Ursus kind of looks at the bowl cup thing and he's like, just looking at. All right, well that's definitely unsanitary. All right, so any soup for you? Any of you guys? He motions over. Flynn motions over towards. Oh no, Flynn was the guy on the ground. That would be Bert who was doing this. This is what happens when I make stuff up on the spot, guys.
I feel that.
Fair enough.
Bert is motioning over towards Hum, Toba, Veronan, Baggin, Crispy.
Hum is not acknowledging it. She's just kneeling by one of the logs.
Okay.
Toba will smile and say, "Thank you, but I have rations. I'm good. Thank you for the offer, though."
Oh, no problem.
And then I as well will respectfully decline. So I appreciate it, but I as well have rations.
Rabbit stew's not for everybody. Totally get it. Too much of this, you start to go crazy. Well, it's like, Bert, that's because of, rabbit fever, because there's not enough protein in it. And Flynn is like, what's up? No, hang on, Bert is like, Flynn, what in the world is protein? And they start going at each other. It's like, well, it's because it's like, just scientists. Who cares?
Also, you say rabbit's weird. You should try Archaeopteryx.
They both like pause, look at you. It's like, what's an Archaeopteryx?
You've never been to Strachio. It's fair enough.
Oh, do tell. And they motion. They're like hoping you tell a story.
Strachio is an island. Is an island far from here. Excuse me. There's something on my throat. Sorry. Yeah, it's an island far from here. The civilization there, they worship large lizard creatures, sort of like dragons. The common tongue would be dinosaur. What I mentioned, Archaeopteryx, it looks like a sort of a bipedal feathered lizard, more like a bird, sort of. So.
Flynn and Bert are just kind of like nodding along. It's like, well, that is quite an interesting story. Right. Well, they're both stretching. It's like, all right, guess we should, get back to the hunt at least. Wolves around here. Big ones. Oof.
We'll be careful, but you take care, and thank you for the meal.
Oh, no problem, bro. We all got to look out for each other around here, right?
Before they leave, Toba will hand him a ration to compensate for the food.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure. All right, this would go really good for some of the chicken gumbo we're gonna make later, right? And
Good hunting, gentlemen.
Flynn is like, probably if we don't catch any of them wolves. All right. Yep. All right. Well, they start gathering their things, snuff out the fire. It's like, well, you adventurers be on your way.
Hey, good hunting, gentlemen.
Yep. They go deeper into the woods, away from where you guys are, and with that, as you continue along your journey, the mountain is certainly getting closer, and we are going to put this to the back. It is now nightfall again.
Okay.
So who would like to take first watch?
You know what? Drogar hasn't done anything as of yet. I think he'll take first.
All right, Drogar. And then second watch is going to be...
I'll do it.
Okay, Baggin Raggin. And third watch will be...
Me again.
All right, Toba. All right, so as you all get yourself going off the night, Drogar, I need for you to roll a perception check for me.
All right, let me just go ahead and go all the way down to performance perception. Here we go. And roll it. Give it a second. And ooh.
Oh,
wow.
no.
No, I nearly hit an 18.
A 7 with a perception check. You begin looking out and about, and all of a sudden, your bear kind of like lays over on its side. Kind of ignore it. You look over, it's like over on its belly. It's like, oh, you can't resist giving that belly a big old scratch.
Oh, not even a choice here. Absolutely giving him a good old belly scratch.
Yep. And Baggin Raggin, it's your turn. You step out of the tent, and you happen to see like this bear like tongue lolling out, and just like being so happy. Drogar's just belly scratching him.
Ah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Looks like you got a good furry friend there.
Positively. I'm glad
I'm ready to
that
take my watch if you're ready to go to bed, by the way.
It sounds like a good idea. Thank you very much.
You have a good rest of your night.
You as well,
He goes-
friend.
He goes back in the tent. Crispy's just been awake this whole time. I've been waiting for him. She's been waiting for him.
Aw. Well, he's now in the bedroll next to the other on the other side of the tent, and he just wishes her good night and.
All right, Baggin Raggin, roll a perception check for me.
Gotcha. Ooh, it's a bad night to be alive.
You look out, and the embers are starting to for the fire. They're starting to glow a little dimmer. It's kind of getting hard to see out in these woods, but once again, pretty uneventful. Toba, that weird natural druidic sense of yours, you're up.
Yep.
Yep.
Anything to report, Baggin?
No, nothing. It was pretty silent. You have a good rest of your night. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, fair enough, bud. Go get some rest. Before Toba does his watch, he slightly rekindles the fire.
Yep. You toss a couple sticks in there. The flames burst up a little bit. All right, go ahead and make your perception check for me.
Alrighty. Survey says 13. Better.
Not much better.
You look about. Listen.
I assume you cut off a little bit. I assume that was a howl.
Oh, yeah, there was a
How close?
much quieter. It sounds like it is a distance away, and then
It's getting closer.
no, okay, so if I go too quiet, Discord cuts out on me. We've just learned that.
Right.
So, you hear, they sound like they're far away, but like one's a little closer than the other. But you don't see any wolves. You are.
I'm gonna go wake up Drogar and have him on ready.
Okay.
Drogar.
Yep. He's up.
I tell him quietly not to alarm anybody just yet. I think we have wolves close by. Just be on the ready.
Fair enough.
All right.
And he just sits up and just listens.
Toba will pull out his scimitar, just kind of rest it on his lap. Be just at the ready in case they come closer.
All right, a tense moment as you all wait. You hear your heartbeats going. Minute passes. 2 minutes. A little while passes, and the sun starts creeping over the trees. It is once again morning, and so far doesn't appear to be. It's like whatever those wolves were, they were a distance away, but they didn't seem to get any closer. You think?
I turn over to Drogar. Sorry to disturb your sleep.
No, not at all. Plenty of rest. I'll be fine.
As he wakes everybody else up, is like he just pretty much reports. Had some wolves out in the distance. Wasn't sure how close they were, so next night let's be a little careful.
Hum very sleepily wakes up and is a little shaky. So that's what I was hearing last night.
That's true. Yeah. So let's just be a little careful going forward.
I agreed.
All right.
Okay.
Let's move out.
All right. Y'all get your stuff going. Day number 3. I need someone else to roll a d20 for me.
I got you.
All right.
I haven't rolled
Drogar.
this yet. Here we go. 11.
11. All right. As you pursue throughout the day, the clouds starting to gather in the sky. And it goes from being sunny to a little darker. And as you are, going over towards the mountains, not the mountains, just Mount Zareen, it's definitely close now. And as you're walking forward and forward, you all of a sudden come into, the trees start dying down a little bit, and there are stone walls that you start to come across and posts.
Oh, okay. He just looks over and he points over.
It looks as though we found the fort. Or at least, maybe...
The ruins of a fort, more likely.
Yeah, he just points over. He's just a little excited. He wants to go exploring a little bit. So he just kind of walks a little quicker just to kind of get there a little faster.
All right, and it turns out these ruins are on your way to Mount Zareen.
All right. So
specifically, you end up in this little area.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All right, so everyone's kind of just scattered around everywhere. Baggin Raggin, just so you know, these purple lines here, these walls are not purple. They are granite and slate, and they are covered in moss and stuff. The purple is just to tell you, like, hey, you can't cross here. This is like a wall.
Gotcha.
Oh, you mean to tell me that they weren't painted purple?
No.
Colors.
This is more or less for the DM's benefit and for the player's benefit to know that you can't cross across here. But yeah, so I would like for so what was everyone's marching order? Let's say everyone was coming from the south here. Drogar was leading.
Yep.
Toba would bring up the rear for defense.
Okay, bringing up the rear.
Is over here just looking at the moss in the walls.
Okay.
I'd
Veronan.
probably try to stay in the middle somewhere just because of how small I am.
All right, go ahead and position yourself anywhere that's not within the pink, because that would just be inside of a 10-foot wall. Right about there.
Oh,
All right.
you'd be suffocating at that point.
Yep. Crispy, go ahead and place yourself somewhere.
All right. I like bear.
All right, you're hanging there. All right, Veronan, where would you like to be standing?
Good where I am.
Right where you are. Okay. Well, that was actual thunder in my place. Like a big dunk. There's no tornado warning or anything, but if anything bad happens, I'm bailing. Got it?
Fair.
Got it.
Got it.
So, Drogar, you are taking in the sights of this ruined place. It looks like it's you're standing inside what is possibly an old storehouse, an old fort, something, but you have walls that are standing up about 10 feet high, and they're decayed and they're crossed over. You look over this area, and there are mostly ruins everywhere of some sort. There are pillars. There are, some broken stairways. There's a bit of fur you see moving. There is a bunch of interesting stuff here.
I wonder what this used to wave. What you say about fur?
he just looks over towards wherever the direction.
You look back to wherever you saw thought you saw that fur was, and nothing over there. You turn back, and out of the corner of your eye, you think you see like a slightly different colored fur pass by.
Am I seeing things that are being followed?
he's scratching
Ursa?
his head and
Ursa,
yeah.
no, Crispy, as you are petting Ursa, it's like Ursa's head like jolts upward. His ears like start twitching a little bit, and he like rears up in a direction a little bit off to your east.
I think we have company.
I need to do a little tinting. Save settings. All right. So, all of a sudden, please. All right. You see this?
Oh
no!
That's a big dog.
Massive wolf.
That's a big wolf.
And off to the other side.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh no!
I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we
God.
go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
7.
All right, hold on. It's gonna be a little bit. Where's the battle music? There's the battle music. All right. So I need to.
Hold on.
So Baggin Raggin.
14.
Okay. Why is this not working the way it's supposed to be working? Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong layer. I'm an idiot. All right.
Whoops.
All right. So where is add a turn? Hum, you said it was 16?
14.
14. All right, for you. Baggin Raggin's already on the board with 10. Veronan, add turn 7. We have Crispy with a 10.
Yeah.
Add turn with not 103, 10. Good night. I'm all right. Drogar with what's your
4.
You roll the 4.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, poor.
Wait, don't you
poor-
have your initiative thing?
Wait, what?
What's your initiative?
Oh, I am sorry. I rolled a regular. Okay, I should probably re-roll that. I'm sorry. I rolled a regular D20.
Yep. Initiative roll.
Wow, I only got it. Well, at least it's not a 4.
Yep, no better. All right, so Baggin Raggin, Hum, Veronan, Crispy. Toba, I need an initiative roll.
It was 7. I rolled a 7. So
you rolled a 7.
my initiative is +2.
Initiative plus 2, so that'd be a 9 in total.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's 7 total, but my initiative. I'm trying to
All right,
figure out a tiebreaker between me and Veronan since we both rolled
All right,
7.
Veronan, what is your dexterity check? So who's got the higher dexterity between the two of you?
Let's see.
So Toba, yours is.
I'm checking.
Mine's +1.
My dexterity is +2.
All right, so 7.2 and then 7.1. There we go. All right, that should do it. Let me sort by ascent. Nope, that's the wrong way to do it. Descending. All right.
Will Crispy and
oh,
I need to roll dexterity?
No.
Or-
Oh yeah. Crispy, what is your dexterity versus Baggin Raggins?
16.
No. As in like a plus total.
Oh, +3.
Oh, so plus
Mine is
3
+6.
Oh, for dexterity bonus?
Yep.
A +6.
Oh.
All right, so 10.6 and then 10.3. And oh, my wolves. Oh, I rolled bad. I rolled 1. All right, so I need to check some things on the where is.
That's advantageous.
Malnourished.
All right. Where is Dexterity. Da-da-da.
I shall resist metagaming, but this is going to be a tough fight. That's all I'll say.
Oh, no.
I face direwolves.
Oh, joy.
All right. Yeah, I don't see anything crazy about the.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't see like any plus. So I think it's just a straight D20 roll. They rolled a 1. So.
Hey.
All right, add turn. That's going to be 1.2, and then Blue Wolf here is going to be. Come on, work with me, game. 1.1. All right. So getting everything all sorted up into descending order. It is your turn at first. You
yeah.
You hear this off from behind the walls elsewhere, and you look up, and there are these 2 massive wolves standing there. What would you like to do?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out as soon as we got the while you were figuring everyone else's turn order.
Yep.
Where did the list go?
Oh, the list? Oh,
yeah.
Shoot. Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
There it
Baggin
is.
Raggin, you're on deck. I just need to do some Where's my doodads? All right. There we go.
So, just gonna check something. Just
Bear with you.
yeah.
there.
Oh, does the bear need to roll initiative, or is that like the same with Drogar? I'm not entirely sure how your custom class works.
So let's see. There it is. Your soul money cannot. Hit a competition here. Okay. If I'm not mounted on it, it does its best to roll for itself.
Okay, so go ahead and give me its initiative roll then.
So let me just go ahead and see what its initiative roll is.
Unless there's like a mounting rule, but we will deal with it. Yay, custom classes, am I right?
Okay, I'm not seeing that there's an initiative, but I will just roll just a regular D20.
Yep.
And see what happens. Roll it. How do you have a better roll than I do, Bear?
Alright, what is the bear's dexterity?
Alright, so that thing's dexterity is a 10 plus a 0.
10,
So it's just a regular old 10.
Alright, 10 plus 0. Alright.
She's going to move. Hum is going to move here.
Alright.
I'm trying to decide what spell to cast. So
It says here that you're about 20 feet.
Um.
Well, through the wall anyway.
Yep, those walls are like 10 feet tall and solid.
Ooh. Okay.
Am I able to throw my voice to cast a spell?
For like thaumaturgy?
Well, I want to use thaumaturgy to cast sleep.
Can you use thaumaturgy to cast sleep? That's a good question. Let me just double check. Because I know I've bent the rules before because you didn't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
But now that I do have a weapon.
Yeah, since I gave you one.
Mm-hmm.
So, manifest a minor wonder, assigned a supernatural power. One of the following: your voice booms up to 3 times as loud, or you create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice with range, such as a rumble or thunder. That is going to take 1 action for that. And if you're going to try and use a spell with that, that's like taking 2 actions at once.
Okay, so no,
so probably not a good idea.
Yeah, and if I cast, would it be from where I stand? Like,
most of it would be, yeah, unless there's a thing on the spell that says you can cast it up to a certain distance away.
Okay. It's going to be a bit of a gamble. I think I'm going to cast. I want to cast sleep.
Okay. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. All right. There's nothing here that says it needs line of sight.
Okay.
Undead creatures and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this spell. Let me just check some stuff. Okay.
It'll give me a chance to gather 5 d4s.
I think it's D8. So let me double check that spell. Where? Oh, come on, mouse. Where's my mouse? Okay.
Oh, d8.
It says 5d8.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
Thanks for clarifying.
That's at first. That's a first level spell. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, roll an additional 2d8 for each slot level above first. So if you're casting it at first level, it's going to be 5d8.
Okay, let me just fish through, get all my dice in order. Because I actually have 5d8 this time.
Yep.
Yay!
4 and 5. Okay. So do I roll a d20 first just to see if it hits or no?
No. According to the spell, you roll 5d8, and that's going to be your one action.
Okay.
So you're going to roll 5d8, add that up, and we will see if it is greater than the health of this giant wolf.
Give me a second just to add everything.
Yep.
2, 4,
Ben's is guild
10,
is
15.
15. So you cast this wide spell. What does a sleep spell look like from you?
It's her singing.
All right. Voice sound. Yep. All right. So pinch of fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket, and you take this and you do your singing, and
Sleeping now, sleeping soundly. Just
range
so, like,
area 90 feet in a 20-foot circle. So you are trying to get this wolf here, just in that 20-foot circle.
Yeah.
I would assume. Double check. Ruler. So like 20 feet. Yeah, it would be in it and avoid everyone else, including yourself. All right. So you cast this spell, and because it's on the other side of a wall, you're not sure if it worked.
It's
right.
something.
Yep. All right. So that's your action and your movement. I believe that's everything for you.
Yeah.
All right. Baggin Raggin, you are up. Crispy, you were on deck. Baggin Raggin, you hear like two wolves like snarling, and you hear hum singing. What would you like to do?
Right. So, I would perceive that we're obviously in danger and stuff like that. So, out of instinct, I would like to do a stealth roll to go stealth.
All right, see if you go into hiding. I believe that's going to be your action then.
Yes.
Yep. I got two. I need like a fourth monitor on my desk or something to see. All right. So go ahead and make your stealth roll. That's going to be against passive perception. All right. Yeah. All right. You very much go like solid snake.
Yeah. So those, if anyone's paying attention to me, you just see me vanish, just gone. Like I'm just a blur.
There's like pillars over here. You probably noticed. So you are effectively hidden at this point, I believe.
So I'm gonna also just be right there.
All right. I'm gonna mark you with something that isn't a bad thing. The little ninja mask for hidden.
Okay. That works.
Yep, that's the thing I can do as a DM. I can just mark people with stuff, which is pretty cool. All right. So you are now hidden. You are hiding behind a pillar. That's your action. Any further movement?
That will be it.
All right. Crispy, you are up. Drogar, you are on deck.
All right.
Shoot.
Right. Crispy, you hear some humming and you hear like a very faint rustling from behind you. But more importantly, it sounds like two giant wolves.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Welcome to D&D.
Well.
Just remember, if you don't know what you can do, just take a moment to think about your decision. You also don't need to even do an action either. You can just move around in case you feel like you need to take a moment.
That's the thing, because it's like right now I'm not really sure what I can do.
Well, would you like some help? I mean, I can help you if you'd like. Because
I'd imagine that you could move at the very least.
yeah.
Yeah.
So these walls, he said, are 10 feet tall. These are huge walls.
Yep.
Now, if you don't mind me just kind of guiding you a little bit, at least from my perspective, there's one particular place that I think would probably be a good spot for you to put your back against, so that nothing just sneaks up on you.
Okay.
So, my recommendation would be like right over here. But that, like I said, this is entirely up to you. If you think that's not a good move, then don't listen to me.
See where you're...
So you see that the bottom left wall, that little corner.
Yeah.
You can move there easily and then just put your back against it so you can see what's going to come at you.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and there you go.
Okay,
All right,
there
so
we
you
go.
did your
Now I'm aware of my surroundings.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to hold an action? Do
Yeah.
ready a bow?
Ready my longbow, yes, equipped.
All right. So yep, your longbow's equipped. So at this point, what will be the trigger for you loosing an arrow at a wolf? Like if it comes into view?
Yes.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I will mark you with a little something. What's a good... there we go. Little archery. Perfect.
There you
You
go.
are now ready. And whenever you see a wolf, you're going to launch an attack on it. Okay, Drogar, you are up. Toba, you are on deck.
Okay, well, first things first. Since they are in battle,
Wait,
and
did
he
I-
doesn't see...
there's Ursus. All right.
Oh, that's okay.
Why is Ursus down there? Hang on. Technically, it's Ursus's
Supposed to be
turn.
like right up. Oh yeah, Ursus'
Yep.
turn.
So yeah, Ursus and Drogar. All right. So
All right.
Ursus, what's your bear doing?
All right, so I would assume that the two of them would want to stick together. So I was actually gonna have Drogar jump on Ursus
You can.
and ready up. Yeah.
You can most certainly do that.
All right, so that is exactly.
Or better
what he's
yet,
gonna do.
have Ursus run underneath
Just,
you.
yeah, I was gonna say.
There we
he's gonna-
go.
He's
All right.
gonna pick him up like just flip him upwards, and he lands perfectly on the saddle, like it was a trick.
Yep. All right. I will get that all set up. Okay, Drogar. There we go. Drogar and
There you
Ursus.
go.
Move these guys off to the side here, so that way I don't got to worry about them. At least off
There
in
you
the
go.
corner. All right. Just the DM stuff. All right. So.
Yep.
Its movement is going to be to pick you up, and its action is going to do that, just to be totally amazing. All right.
He just.
so then.
It's majestic.
Yep.
Oh, you think it's majestic? Just you wait.
Turn 8. I'm going to drag that up above where it should go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so now it is going to be your turn. We used
All
Ursus
right.
movement in action to
All
keep
right,
things
so-
simple.
So he's gonna look towards Hum and just ask really quickly.
Do you need me in front of you?
Hum stops humming for a moment and just. I should be okay.
Alright.
I'm close enough to the corner.
He the both of them nod, and he actually just moves about 10 feet that away, just to not to be right next to the thing, but just enough space so that if something comes by, he'll have enough reaction time. to see it coming.
All
And
right.
he readies up his axe and waits for whatever pops up behind that wall.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Toba, you're up. Veronan, you are on deck.
All right. Excuse me. Wild shape time. So I am going to transform into my Dynamicus form. So, Baggin, if you look over, I know yourself, but if you look over at Toba will close his eyes, take a deep breath, and will shout out, "He who makes a beast out of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man." And you see him turn into basically a sort of a larger like velociraptor like creature. Though the one thing you notice is that he still maintains Toba's tusks and his initial tail.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's a Deinonychus now, and he's actually going to take a position right over. Let me see. Right quick. 5. I forgot. If I step over somebody, I can just count that as a move slot.
Yeah, you can. It's like 5 feet of stuff. You can pass
so
through
5,
people. You just can't
10,
end on the same spot.
30, 35. So I'm going to move up here in between, right here next to Hum, opposite to Drogar, and I'm going to ready an attack. Yeah, ready my attack.
All right, you are readying an attack. All right.
Basically, when Crispy shoots, that's when I strike. Oh no! Wait, no, I can't. I can't do it. Actually, never mind. I transformed it. Never mind. So.
Yep, you transformed.
So
All right.
I'm just in position.
So, all right, you are just in position for whatever happens. Drogar and Ursus, you're ready for your melee attack.
Right.
Yep.
All right, Veronan, you are up.
Okay. I think I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Where is? Okay, let me see how far I can move. Moved right here. I'm going to ready a spell.
All right, readying a spell.
And we're gonna go with good old magic missile.
All right, magic missile against the wolf that you see. Wow, there's some massive thunder happening out here IRL. I should be all right, but yeah, oof.
It's all right.
If you hear it, it's because Zeus really wants to strike my computer and knock out my laptop. That's a reference to a streamer a couple weeks ago. Never mind.
I was gonna say, any multiplayer games yet you played lately, Betty?
Don't you dare! I don't think my download of Armored Core 6 is done yet.
He hates it.
All right. So, as Veronan, you walk around the corner and you see that there's this wolf on the other side. It's like fighting to keep its eyes open, but it still looks like it's very much awake. So you're casting magic missile on that?
I'm actually gonna ready magic missile.
Readying magic missile. What is going to be your trigger?
Right here.
Right there. All right. So if it passes through there.
If it passes through there, he lets fly.
All right. It is now the wolf's turn.
Right quick before you do, Wabbit, if you do lose power, just shoot me a DM with your phone, and so I know what's going on.
Yep. Oh, you'll know as soon as all of a sudden I go very quiet and. just kidding. Okay.
Yeah, well, screw you too, Wabbit.
That was a little
so
too
mean.
Yeah. I'm a DM. You were expecting me to be kind. All right. So, up first is going to be this wolf. He is. Oh, hang on. I actually need to snap the corner because that's how it works. 15, 20, 25, 30. Veronan, you moved back.
Oh, there he goes. I was gonna say you were right there.
Yeah, like right about. I think you were actually closer to, like over here, actually, or somewhere. Or do you want to be there?
No, he was right there in the
Yeah, he was
corner.
on a corner.
Okay. All right. So this wolf is going to dash around here. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20. And at this point, he's going to take some magic missile. Go ahead, Veronan, and roll the damage on that. Veronan?
Uh-oh.
Jay, you need to unmute yourself.
All right.
Not bad.
All right. So is that 5 force damage in total, or is that like the 5 times 3 thing?
5 times 3.
So 15 damage. All right. Where's my calculator? All right. So just nails on the side of its body. It's like so 25, 30, 35. It's gonna stop right there and hum. It is charging right at you. It heard you doing its singing. It is not happy about any of that. It is going to take a bite attack against you. Oh
no.
my goodness, it's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
I am not kidding. It's a natural 20. All right. So I need. I'm just gonna double these dice. All right. Double the roll. Oh, you're lucky I low. So 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So you're gonna take 11 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
All right, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Oh, no.
Okay. I just rolled an 18.
An 18, you take this big old bite. Oh, you're kind of knocked back, but you're not knocked prone. All right. So, by the way, Crispy, there's now a wolf in your sight. Do you let loose your arrow?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and let loose your arrow for me. Roll an attack against it.
Look at this team tactic growing up.
Oh.
Okay. Would that be hit or damage?
First, you're going to want to see if you hit, because you were holding
Okay.
your action as an attack,
Got
and
it.
then your reaction is going to be that. So a 9 to hit. You are taken aback by just the size of this wolf, and your arrow goes wide out in the distance.
Oh no.
Yep. That's unfortunate. All right. That's going to be Wolf 1's turn. Blue Wolf, it is going to... Let's see. How do I want to do this? Double checking. Because... Oh, actually... do I want to... 10, 20, 25,
Yeah. Okay.
35. Yeah, I think it's going to do that, but it'll be in range of Drogar and Ursus, so that way we get that going on. So I'm going to take this boy. He's going to, like, run around the corner here. Just...
Oh, boy.
All right, so Drogar, Ursus, you have your... this is the moment that you want to attack.
Yep. So he
Oh, that's
will. Oh.
Actually, like, Mark Crispy is dead, which, no, she is not dead.
Oh. Well, thank God for that. So, yeah, he's immediately gonna swing horizontally towards the wolf
All
with
right.
his axe.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an
Go
attack
ahead
roll.
and- Let's see. Hit 2 DC. Great axe.
A
All right, so
10.
1 at 10.
So, just making sure you're not rolling damage, you're rolling the actual 1d20 plus 7.
Yep, that is
Okay,
that is
yep,
a
that's
hit
a 10.
DC.
You take a swipe, and man, this wolf is fast. It is not enough. 10 is not enough to hit it. And so, Wolf is actually going to go after Toba.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yep, and has advantage on attack rolls of a creature if one of the wolf's allies are within 5 feet. Yeah, so it's going to be on advantage.
that's the bit
against
for that.
Toba. Okay, that is 14 plus 5. That's going to be a 19 to hit you, Toba.
That hits.
All right. You are going to take... Wow, low roll again. Shame. 8 piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Strength save?
Yep, strength saving throw. As the...
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Strength saving throw, that's gonna be 18.
18. As the monster... as the dinosaur you are? Or is that... So you rolled an 18 on that. So what is your dinosaur strength?
Oh, my, 15 plus 2.
15 plus 2. All right, so 17. You're still good. You're good.
Alright.
Yep, and you also take a big old bite, and because you're next to the other wolf, it feels like it's a it feels like it's emboldened. All right, and that is going to be Wolf 2's turn. Top of the round. Hum, you are up. You have just taken a big old bite from a wolf, and there is another giant wolf that is right next to you that, takes a big old bite out of this dinosaur that's right next to you.
Wait, you did say 8 points of damage on that attack, yeah?
Yeah, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Let me see here.
You should still be good.
I should be. I'm just keeping it up for myself. So that's 13 minus 8, so minus 8, not 5. Yeah, okay, I'm good.
Okay, all right. So, Hum, you are up. What would you like to do?
Hum, after having been attacked, she takes the drum out and uses Velith's percussion ring against the wolf that just attacked her.
Okay, so that is a ranged weapon attack, technically, but you're within 5 feet of this monster, so it should be at disadvantage. I can double check the rule on that.
I don't care. I'm right next to this thing.
Yep. I mean, if I take a look at the word ranged, mega ranged. Really? Okay, where is the rule for?
You're right in the middle of both of them, actually.
I don't care.
I'm not playing by flanking rules, by the way, just because it's like even more complication on top of everything. Where is out of melee range melee attack? Ranged weapon. Why don't I swore it was a thing like if a ranged weapon was at 5 feet, you would have to roll at disadvantage. Let me just check.
Take your time, it's okay.
Yep. Ranged weapon at 5 feet. No, that's Pathfinder. That's a totally different system. Fun system.
Oh boy.
Also, Richard, your voice thing is on.
Yep.
Whoopsie
Ranged
doodle.
attacks,
I didn't know I pressed it.
disadvantage when attacking a creature within 5 feet of you can see. No one should be using melee. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna have to roll a disadvantage on this one, Hum.
So 2 die and I take the lowest?
2d20, you take the lowest.
7.
Alright, 7 is not going to be enough to hit this wolf. You take the drum and you boom, poof, and it like fires out, but it like goes underneath the wolf. Like you see the fur on its chest like rustle, but it doesn't really hit the wolf.
Oh, crap.
Yep. Would you like to move at all?
Will it trigger an attack of opportunity on the wolves?
I mean, yes.
Then no. Hum is just going to stay put because she's already less than half health.
Yep. All right, Baggin Raggin, you are up. These wolves certainly don't see you because you are like a ninja.
Yep.
Nope.
So now to get this correct, so I'm already stealth. Would it
Yep,
take
you're
an entire
considered
action?
hit. Yep, you're considered hidden. Oh, come on, where is? I swore I had on my sheet here like what hidden means, but I believe as a rogue you are. Oh, is it stealth? Is it the word I'm looking for? Is stealth? Stun. Oh, come on, really? What? STELTH. Gotta look at my able to use stealth. Where is stealth? Checks are normally made against perception checks, effectively searching individuals. Passive perception. On disadvantage, passive perception goes down by 5. I want to say as a rogue, if you're in stealth, you also do like crazy tons of damage.
Yeah, I can do sneak attack.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you are essentially hidden away from both of these wolves with that massive 20-something roll.
All right. Now would it take an entire action? Because I already had technically my daggers at the ready, but I don't have my bow. So I would take another whole action to get my bow ready. Correct?
That's kind of a dumb rule in my opinion. So I like if you just swap your weapons once, I'll just give you that one for free. But if you like swap weapons twice for some reason, that's going to be
so like I'm getting back into my daggers. I take an action.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a dumb rule that you can't just swap weapons without using an action because it kind of speeds things up that way. So yeah, you can swap weapons once per turn.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm gonna move right about. So I'm pretty sure this would be in range. So a diagonal is allowed, correct?
Yep. There is. If you take there is a way to use a ruler.
Yeah.
Snaps up. You'll also notice that every other square it adds an extra 5 feet. I have that rule turned on because it's a little more realistic that way.
Right.
So from your distance over to the wolf, it's like 25, 30 feet for there.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to aim at the. Is that the blue wolf?
Yeah, bluer wolf.
Okay, bluer wolf.
Yep. There's only so much I can do with the same image. I can like dye it certain colors a little bit, but other than that, it's just slightly blue.
My range is 80 feet, so it's not going to be a problem.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and make your hidden attack against it. I believe it's like with advantage or something, or how that rule works.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, let's go!
Goodness.
Oh my god!
All right,
Hell
so
yeah!
You're gonna
So
double
it's a
the
natural-
dice roll.
Yeah, so it's natural 20, but then because of that, I'm also doing a sneak attack on top of it.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't believe the sneak attack gets extra damage on top of
No,
it.
it doesn't. It's just a separate roll. It's a
Yep, it's a
2d6,
separate roll. So yeah, so double the dice on your short bow, but
Okay.
the bonus damage only applies once.
Yeah.
So go ahead. 18 total damage. So that's gonna be okay. So 18 and 13 added together. I see a short sword there, but that's because you're throwing them, right, or something.
They're the same thing. It was a short sword accidentally, but they're actually the same. 1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4. So that would be. It says rolling 18, 10 plus 8. Which how do you get a 10 out of a? Oh, 2d6 plus 4. Okay, so that is so it's 18 damage for the first roll, and then the sneak attack damage is 13.
Sneak attack would be separated.
Okay, so that so I see.
One's
there's,
piercing damage, one's sneak
yeah,
attack
one's-
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I
Yep,
see that
yep,
10,
yep.
so it'd be 18 total damage for the larger one that you rolled first, from what
Yep.
I'm seeing. 18 damage. Come on, please let me select my token. So 18 damage. All right, 18 damage to it. I'm ignoring the 13 because it looks like it's the same roll twice, but let's hang on.
I think I might have pressed it twice accidentally.
Yeah, so 1d6 plus 4, but that'd be like 2d6 plus 4. And then the sneak attack damage on that. Yeah, the way hang on. So you rolled a 6 and plus 4, but you're going to double that to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for that. And then plus that is going to be 24 on top of that. So hang on,
Top
16,
action, it says
17,
piercing damage is 10, and then sneak attack is 8.
But
That's
it was a
technically-
but it was a critical, so you needed to roll
Yeah.
double the damage dice, so you should have rolled 2d6 plus 4.
Okay.
I think there's a way to like right click and do that, but we'll figure that out some other time. So it's 2d6 plus
Yeah.
4. Since you rolled the 6, I'll just double that to 12, then add the plus 4, which is a 16, and then the sneak attack damage is plus 8 on top of that, so it's going to be 24 total damage. So yeah, rogues, man, they nasty. And
Mm-hmm.
so you take that short bow and you launch that. Yep. It just like buries deep in the hind quarter of that wolf, and you hear this, and it's hurt. All right. What else would you like to do? I believe you still have 20 feet of movement left, if you so desire.
Yes.
I also believe you are no longer hidden from that because you
Correct,
attack.
I wouldn't be.
Yep. All right. There we go.
So what I'm then gonna do, let's see, let me get the ruler out real quick. I'm then going to shimmy across and go behind here.
Right. Okay. There we go. You shimmy across, and I believe that's going to be the end of your turn. Crispy, you are
Yes,
up.
it is.
Drogar and Ursus, you are now on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here, because while you were doing that, I had a realization. I have
Yeah.
spells.
Oh.
And with
okay.
said spells, one of said spells is Hunter's Mark.
Ooh, yes,
Ooh.
that's good for a hunter.
Oh, good job. Good
Ranger.
job.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to cast that on the red wolf that is pretty much right in front of me.
All right, so this guy's now marked. It's just a thing that can happen.
Marked
Yes.
for death.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can double check for you, Crispy. All right. Spells, we have Hunter's Mark. Choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry until the spell ends, which is going to be in concentration up to an hour. All right, it's a concentration spell. All right, so I need to mark you with a concentration. What looks like a mind thing? Sure. There's only so many icons, and they're all weird.
Right.
So now you're on concentration. The wolf is now under its concentration. That's a bonus action, so you still have your action, and you can still move.
Okay. Well, because it's pretty much right there, I assume that I can. Am I able to attack it somehow?
If you have your bow, you can obviously attack it.
I do.
Yep,
Yes.
You can certainly attack it with that.
All right. In that case, I'm going to try to shoot an arrow into it with my longbow.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
Okay. 24.
Nice.
24 hits. That absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
High five for short bows.
Woo! That's okay though, because I have that extra 1d6.
So 4 damage plus you had 1d6 on top of that. So roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
It's a 3.
So
That'd be like a 7.
All right. Oh, he's definitely looking hurt. You take another arrow and just shing, shing, it goes into the shoulder of this wolf. It's like, oh.
Oh, nice.
All right. Is that going to be the end of your turn? You can move back if you wish.
Alright, let's see. Okay. I'm just checking a movement here.
Yep.
So what is it like? I forget. It's been a while. Every square is like 5 feet.
Yep. Every square is 5 feet. There's like a ruler that's off to the upper right. If you click on that, you should be able to start using a ruler just to look at me go.
All right. I am going to go here behind, or more so with Veronan.
Yep. All right. You should be up next to Veronan.
Yeah.
All right. That'll be your turn. Drogar, Ursus, you two are up. You two are
All
power
right.
teaming together.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, for my first thing, we are actually going to activate Rage again.
Oh,
The two of us. Yes, sir. That is a bonus action. That's just an extra action, right? I forget how this works.
yep. You basically
So,
have one bonus action that can or may not be used depending on your abilities. So you have an action, movement, bonus action, and a reaction that's not on your turn.
Okay. Well then, he looks down at his bear. His bear looks at him. They nod at each other, and he activates his rage.
Ursus has this big guttural roar.
With that being activated, let's see. You said diagonals are perfectly fine, so I don't even have to move, honestly.
No, you don't.
So-
You don't.
He takes his great axe and swings at the hindquarters of this wolf with all of his might. Let's go ahead and roll us say great axe DC. Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
I got an 8. Yeah, a 1. A nat 1.
You're
That's
a
a
little
natural
too
one.
bad. Yep.
I'm a little too pissed.
You're blind with rage.
Do you get advantage under rage?
no!
Well, let's find
Doesn't rage
out.
give you advantage, or am I thinking of something else?
I believe a strength check and saving throws, not attacks.
Okay,
Plus two
so
melee
yeah,
guys,
you were
so I
just
can
very
help.
mad, and you take that axe and you show the ground what for.
So he just grunts and just like, oh, he's just grunting and just like, God damn it.
He mad.
All right.
He mad, bro.
He's mad. All right. With that being said, he didn't take his movement. He's actually gonna move right next to Toba to kind of
All
protect
right.
him a little bit.
All right. Not sure why it's not letting me. Oh, that's because I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you don't have anything. There you go. Get rid of that archery bow thing.
Right.
All right. So Toba, you are up. Veronan, you are on deck.
All right, question. with Hunter's Mark, how does that work with allies, or does that work at all? Does it like give an advantage or anything?
Double
Does it
checking
say
right now,
anything on-
actually. I
Yeah.
think it's only for hunters off the top of my head. Spells, Hunter's Mark. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. And you have advantage of any wisdom or wisdom survival check you make to find it. Target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends. You can cast a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. There's nothing in here that says allies or teammates can use it, so only Crispy can take advantage of this wolf
That's
here.
perfectly fine. It's all right. I see the red wolf, and I'm going in for a multi-attack.
All right.
All right,
Go
so that's
ahead.
1 bite and 2 claw attacks. First bite attack. First the bite attack.
Come on, big money,
14.
big money.
14
Ooh.
meets the DC. 14
Yes!
is the DC we need, so it's 4 piercing damage.
Absolutely. So, and
Yep,
then
there we go.
first claw attack. 19.
All right. Before you do anything else from here, you do have one other attack. How would you like to do this on this one wolf?
Oh, he's already got. Oh shit. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I shortened down the health points of all my characters so we can wrap up combat a little quicker or something.
Okay, that works. So basically, he takes a little bit of damage. He sees that Hum's not doing well, but then he turns around and sees that Drogar and Ursus has got his back. So, using the wolf that attacked him, he basically uses him as a springboard to jump onto the red wolf, and
If you do have that one attack left, you are in range of wolf too, technically, with that diagonal thing.
all right. So
Ooh.
I think okay. So first off, I'm just gonna still spring off that of the blue wolf, and then just go to town on the red wolf and just bite and claw and just basically keep my jaws clamped to his neck until he stops moving.
Okay. So bite attack, claw attack. You still do have one claw attack. if
I
you
do.
wish
So
to-
and my eyes immediately go to the blue wolf, and he's feral. He basically goes for the claw attack and 22.
22. Okay. How would you like to do this again?
Oh my fucking god!
Oh
yes.
my god. Oh,
So-
oh,
Just Kung Fu Raptor over here.
So basically, he.
Dang.
Okay, so if that's the case, then let me take it back. So basically,
Yep.
he springboards onto the blue. Uses the blue wolf as the springboard to jump, bite down, and swipe at the red wolf, taking it out, and then in a one motion, turns around with the other claw and bam, right across the face.
And
He does sort of
just-
like a breakdance kind of somersault and lands on top of the wolf, and then just lets out a victorious just.
I mean, you cut out there, but yeah, we get it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Both of these wolves are gone. And with that, combat has officially ended. So,
All right.
yep. All right, let me just delete that. Heck, let's just all jump back to the woods.
Dang.
So,
Those
yep.
things might have been
Before
big,
we
but they
leave
didn't
that
they
fight-
didn't stand a lot.
What was that you were
I might
saying,
have
Veronan?
Oh, so before we leave that fight, do you mind if I cut off one of the paws of the wolves?
They're both dead. I don't see why not.
All right, I'm gonna get myself a little trophy.
By the way, Veronan,
All right.
what were you saying
Souvenir.
about dire wolves again? What was that?
Like I said, I may have nerfed
Jay,
them a
you're
little bit.
muted again.
Oh, Jay's muted again.
I'm sorry, someone was talking to me? What?
Yeah.
What was that you're saying about dire wolves?
Oh, I hate them.
I rolled a 1, guys, on their initiation.
I know.
Yeah.
And I nerfed them
These-
so that combat could wrap up a little quicker, but now,
These are some
Direwolves are
normal-
no shit. Those were
Yeah.
easy to kill.
yeah.
Those were not
I'm
direwolves.
I'm gonna say that they were malnourished wolves.
They
I
were.
could- you could say their incompetence was dire.
Because of how friggin' massive
Y'all
they
keep
were.
laughing. Y'all keep laughing. All right. So,
Hum sure,
Mr. All-
Hum sure isn't. Hum sure isn't
Yeah.
laughing.
Oh,
Before we leave the area, actually, Baggins over there had a pretty good idea. I'm actually going to take a chunk out of the wolf and just save it for the bear in case he gets hungry.
all right.
Aw.
So go ahead, Baggin, and add 1 wolf paw to
Okay.
your inventory for some reason. And
Bagging
Trophies.
bagging trophies.
Hey, I can appreciate a good
All right,
trophy.
and Drogar, go ahead and add like chunks of wolf meat for your bear.
All
in
right,
your
I'm gonna
inventory.
I'll take 2 chunks of wolf meat.
All right,
2
two
chunks.
large chunks of wolf meat, one from each wolf. Does anyone else want to do anything macabre here? Just get it over with.
I'll make a nice fur coat, you know.
She's Hum isn't doing anything macabre. She just goes over to one of the walls and just slumps over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's bleeding.
And while you're
Alright.
doing that, super quick, this kind of slipped past me. We got rated by Bad Blight with a party of 6.
Hey, Raiders!
Hey,
Bad Blight,
hello.
sorry, I just missed it, buddy. I hope hopefully you had a good night. There we go. You guys keep going. I'm just gonna say thanks and then do a shout out.
Yep.
Yeah, no worries. All
All
I'm
right.
gonna say
So
it's
everyone
say
is
it's
getting together. We've
too
got
much.
Drogar and Baggin Raggin doing unspeakable things to wolves.
Jesus Christ.
unspeakable. Hey, now I'm just making sure my bear is nice and fed for later. God knows if somebody comes in and it just sees a bear eating regular food.
Yeah. Gotta get that luxurious wolf meat.
Hey, a bear's a bear. He don't care.
As we've said, so it might not be that great.
All right. He wraps it up. He puts it in whatever he can, and he puts it in his backpack, ready to go.
Yep. All right. Advisories here. Oof. All right. Just double checking the weather because it's still very loud and thundery out there. But so long as I don't have to see, if I see the word spotter activation will not be needed today and tonight, that's good.
Oh, good. Good.
That yeah. For those out there who are wondering what that means, if spotter activation is needed, that means tornadoes. And if you need tornadoes, oh boy, those aren't good. But yeah, so far it looks like severe thunderstorm, which is bad, but it could be a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
Wife and I had a tornado south of us just the other day.
Oh geez, there was like a tornado.
We had the Hurricane Hillary come through.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. It was a couple of episodes ago when we were doing this that there was a tornado warning I got, and I'm like, I might need to bail.
Yeah, I think that was the court episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just got on my phone, severe thunderstorm warning. All right. So not like duck and cover, but just be aware.
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
Okay.
So at this point, is there anything else anyone wishes to do before we wrap up this little adventure? You are fairly certain if you keep marching on to the end of the day, you will reach the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
Hum is just trying to keep it together.
Oof.
Toba will actually stand next to you, Hum, and just kind of act as sort of like a support because he's still Raptor right now.
Yeah, you look and you can. Okay. Yeah, there was some big bite marks on her. It definitely does not look good.
And Veronan use.
Do you have a medicine +1 to medicine? Could I plausibly try to mend the wounds with that somehow?
Do you have anything to mend the wounds with?
That's
like
a good
bandages
question.
or anything like that? Healing magic?
I
Can
do have
use healing hands. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
I have string.
Okay.
No.
String! The perfect mending tool!
Listen,
I have 10 feet of string. It might fit around the wound to some degree.
Yeah, it's circumference only.
Veronan did make a good point. He does have healing hands.
Racial trait, yo.
There you go.
Yep.
That sounds better than string.
And even if he didn't, I also have healing word and cure wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, Hum has healing word as well, but because she's just kind of shocked, she's still in shock. She's still scared. She's still trying to keep it together, so she can't exactly do it herself right now. At least not right now.
Right. You want to get him Veronan or?
How much does yours do?
My cure wounds does 2d8 +3, and my healing, and that's a second level, by the way. And my cure wounds is also a D8 plus 3.
Yeah, you take this one.
All right. So knock knock.
Who's there?
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds who?
You get 9 back.
Oh, awesome.
Hey.
So Toba will kind of nuzzle his head under your hand, and as he's nuzzling, he does cure wounds.
Aw. And I can imagine, I'm just imagining, Hum is initially taken aback and then just clings onto him, just sobbing, just scared, just ashamed of herself.
Don't worry, my dear. You did your absolute best. What you guys hear?
Oh yeah, he's still in dinosaur form, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's trying to say everything will be fine.
Yes, what he said. What you hear?
Right.
Hum,
my goodness.
it takes Hum a moment to just sort of get her bearings back. I think I understood that. Thanks, Toba. And she carefully stands herself back up.
Toba will sturdy himself to the ground to help her up.
Aw. Thank you. Let's keep going.
And with that, you all continue towards the mountain. It is no longer just peeking above the trees, it is towering above the trees. And as you approach it, night begins to fall. Night in background.
Someone catch it. Falling.
Oh no!
Ah, very funny. And as you all come together, and where is the pause button on this? Oh, come on. Where is pause button? Where is that? This menu, man. This menu. As you all start to make camp beneath the trees. They're starting to get rather scarce here, but you see the base of the mountain. And the base of the mountain, you see that there's a path that's going to lead upward. And Drogar, you look at the satchel, still there. That fight didn't do anything bad. You're bad to it. Bear didn't knock it out. You know that what you are about to do is important in a more, let's say, cultural and social thing. That what you're about to do is going to be important. But that will have to wait for the morrow and for the next session, because we are going to end things off here tonight.
All right.
Hey.
Another great session, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Howdy, folks. Thank you kindly for checking out the D&D World Campaign. If you want to catch us live, you can join us at twitch.tv/Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe every other Wednesday night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Times. For updates, follow us on Twitter and Discord. All links will be in the description below. Want to watch another episode, or if you're just into retro gaming in general, keep it tuned here to the Retro Planet. Until next time, may the dice forever be in your favor. Peace, I'm out on the Sai-Krowe.